right, so Lucid Drinking episode 11. I'm glad I finally know what episode we're on. We got a couple of Zacks. We got Dueweke and Alworden. So what's up?
Nice. You pronounced my name well.
What's poppin'?
Is that not? Well, you said well. Is that not how you pronounce it?
No, like what? Well is satisfactory, right?
Okay.
Dueweke.
Like you, yeah.
It was good.
How was it?
Good.
I was worried about fucking it up. Honestly, like an hour ago.
I just realized that there's a Dueweke Park on the east side of Detroit. I just drove past it yesterday.
So it's like do or duh.
Do.
Okay. Boo.
Do.
That's
How you doing in there?
How we
How
doing?
you doing?
Hey, how we
It's
doing?
spelled the same?
How we
Spelled
doing?
the same.
You got any fucked up stories on that? Like growing up, people butchering it? Because I remember one time I got a teacher called me relish once.
That's
Yeah.
bullshit.
Well, relish.
That shit will scar you for
It
life.
fucks
They
you
used
up,
to call
man.
me Dueweke.
Oh yeah, Dueweke.
Yeah.
I'm an H in
Real
there.
clever.
Jesus.
Yeah. All sorts of shit like that.
Tragic.
Yeah. All right. Well, we got some Mad Dog.
We got bling bling.
I went to 3 different liquor stores to find this
Dude,
shit.
it's why would it be so rare?
That's
up here?
awesome.
I went to this one down the street, and I was like looking around. He's like, "What's up, man? What you looking for?" I was like, "Mad Dog, MD."
Which you're
2020."
proud to say. I
And
bet.
yeah, Mad Dog. He's like, "Nah, man. You might have to go to the hood for that one, dog. I haven't seen that one in years." I was like, "Fuck." Literally went to the next one and they had it, and I was like, "Oh damn, is
Yeah,
it
that's
really
right.
that rare or no?" I don't know.
We used to
What
have
was
it
the
at the
next one? Which
bodega
one did
right
you
by
go
our
to?
house in Kalamazoo. So we used to only walk like a block to get it.
That's what I'm saying. It's not by the liquor store by me. And like
That's strange.
downtown Detroit, it must be there.
Though. And where I'm living in the
Fuck.
Upper Peninsula, we found one place with it, and they only have the electric melon and this one that you're holding right here, the blue raspberry.
The bling
The
bling.
bling.
Yeah, and you got to drive to like a remote area to get it, so it like doesn't exist up
Youpers
there.
have it rough.
Damn.
It is rough for us.
What is that one again? Blue raspberry. Oh yeah, with the bling. I don't know. How you guys want to do this?
Can you explain why you thought this would be?
Oh,
Good for
Jay-Z
us.
told me that you guys drink it all the time, and I was like, oh, all right.
That's our reputation.
Yeah.
Didn't get one.
I
Got a
think.
variety pack.
Yeah.
Well, I saw them, and I was like,
I
all right,
love
well, there's
this.
gonna be there's gonna be 5 of us, and they had 5 different flavors there, so I was like, fuck it. All right.
You're
Which
like,
one should
well,
we open? Should we open this? Okay, so you're saying like this is like
I
a
don't
weird
know.
color,
So,
right?
yeah, you need to elaborate on
Like
how
this
that
one-
does not normally look that.
So on camera, that looks pretty
It's
cream.
like
it was looking
an
brown
off-white.
almost. Yeah.
It looks like
brown
puddle
sewage.
water.
Yeah.
Puddle water.
Like puddle water.
Great.
Usually it's a pink color.
Well,
So-
find a
That's
photo
what I
of
was
it.
wanting
It's
to
gonna
see.
taste
It just has
good.
like a coat on the bottom.
Is that
no
the,
date.
no? That's which
That's
one
not
is
good.
that?
On the very bottom of design.
Let's say 517. Oh fuck, boys, this might be old.
Are you serious? Does it actually say something like that? There's a time or something.
I mean, it
on
can't really get that much
You
worse.
can't even see a date on this one. This one's completely
Because this one,
washed
oh
out.
no, these are just a bunch of numbers. I don't know, because I just see 17 on there, like March 4th, 17th, maybe.
The further you investigate, the more sorry you'll be.
Yeah. Right. All right. Which one should we open first?
Oh man.
I almost drank a course from
You know what?
2015 the
Maybe-
other day. That was terrible.
Maybe we
Oh
should just do
wow.
this.
Should we
Yeah.
just go
dude,
with
yeah.
the puddle
Well, I
water?
mean, we're
That
not
is
gonna not
way
try it.
off.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Oh,
that's
dude,
exactly
I'm
what
telling you,
way
that's
off.
bad.
I'm not drinking that
You
one.
guys gotta like put that
Oh,
picture.
we're
up.
definitely
Yeah.
drinking this one.
Oh my
I'll send you
God.
that. Send me the
Man,
photo of
you've
that.
been all
Jesus
over it.
Christ.
I
great.
gotta call
Can
into
we put
work
that in the
tomorrow.
camera? Show the camera what that's supposed to
We'll
look
just
like.
put it over
Not true.
over the screen. Dude, this is sticky when I opened it.
No.
Yeah, I'm not touching that.
No, fuck
This
no.
is good for
Not
us.
happening.
Here we
Yeah.
go. Hell no.
There we go.
This is like your
Oh.
favorite shit, Warden.
I know.
Lucky enough to get the Mad Dog. Even more lucky to have it out of date.
All right, well, I don't know what that's supposed to taste like, so
Well,
I'll let you
know
tell me.
From,
Zach's about
from
to-
That's like a
memory.
fine 20-year.
It's aged. It's
been
actually
aged.
bad. It is a wine.
Is it like
I'd
a
say it's considered wine, so,
So it might be good that it's older.
Just needs to aerate a little bit.
Aged like fine wine.
it smells okay.
Suck it, dude.
Yeah, it's not bad. I'm down with it.
It's not that far off, actually.
Yeah, okay.
It might be a little bit more tart, but it's really not that far
A
off.
little more tangy.
It's just really off-putting.
He's like,
Yeah.
yeah, we gotta get golf in here real quick. Jesus.
Yeah, a little tangy treat.
I should have never
That's what
looked
it
at
says on the
That's what that one says.
That's
Yeah.
Yeah, I never
Do
noticed
they have
that.
taglines?
Lord.
I think only that one does.
What are we getting into here?
Electric melon
This
is
one's
special.
just grape wine.
Man, that shit is good, though.
I feel like dragon fruit's ass, honestly.
Serve cold.
The orange one just
You're a
reminds me of
bitch.
Tone.
Yeah,
That's what the
Brass
Colt 40
Monkey.
orange juice. That would
Honestly,
get Brass Monkey.
That one's not bad. The orange jubilee's pretty decent.
Alright, give it a try.
One of my faves.
Yeah, that's a staple.
That's a good homie.
Ooh, that one is pretty good. That's the homie, yeah.
That's a staple.
Yeah, it's pretty
Yeah,
good.
let me.
That's that homie. Do
That's
not
that.
drink 2 of them, though.
God.
You got a good story about that? someone drinking two or you drinking two?
Was that the homie?
Well, one of our buddies.
Yeah, give us your
I won't
MD
say the names,
experiences.
but-
It'll go nameless.
Yeah.
But we got the Orange Jubilee, just one bottle one night, and he had not had Mad Dog. And first sip, instantly you see his eyes light up. He fell in love. So he instantly went back to the store to get 2 more bottles of Jubilee. And the dude running the cashier, he was like, dude, if you drink those, you're going to fucking black out.
Something about like a stomach ache too or something, didn't he?
Yeah, it was basically like warning him.
Sugars in this thing.
That's exactly what happened. He just got way too fucked up, drove home. Who knows how many people he killed on the way.
He did throw up though too, he said, right?
Yeah.
He threw it up for sure.
And then he quit drinking for like, like 6 months after that.
Fuck Mad
Oh,
Dog.
man. He probably won't. I don't know.
If he sees it. Yeah, whatever.
Up next, we've got what? Banana Red.
Oh, that's a Dueweke staple.
That one's not bad.
That's your like
The
claim to
orange one's
fame.
pretty good.
Banana red?
Yeah.
Because it's so fucking stupid.
That
What
one's
the fuck? Why is it red? It doesn't make any fucking sense.
Banana red.
Is it just mixed
Yeah.
with
It's the most comical.
what is grape
Taylor
wine? So
staple.
that's probably why.
Tastes
Maybe they're like,
cough
oh, we'll
syrup.
make a. Does it really?
That one's ass.
I kind of figured that.
I think it's the worst
looking at this
one.
Really?
Most
But
frequently
yet
bought.
you buy it. No. The worst one is habanero
Oh.
lime.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
That is the worst.
See, those fruit fuckers are coming in.
Right
right when you crack it open.
I cracked the banana and they go fucking nuts,
There's so
man.
many.
Dude, they went nuts.
Yeah, this
They opened
isn't.
the
I
first
don't know how I feel about this one.
This one's not a tangy treat at all.
Like I'll
one.
drink
looks
it,
like
but
it should be like a fruit punch, but no.
Reminds me of banana runs. Ugh, fuck those.
oh, dude, it does. Yeah.
But with red.
That looks like it should be the best
Yeah.
one.
What'd
This
you
is the
say?
most variety I've ever
Yeah, this is
had the
great for us.
pleasure.
You say Jubilee's probably the best one? Dude,
as of now,
I honestly
yes.
I
fuck with
think-
this one.
It's like a mimosa.
The best right
I
now.
wasn't hyped on
Yeah,
that
it
one.
does taste like
honestly.
mimosa.
I think Jubilee's like the most normal. I don't know if it's the best per se,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
it's most like normal. Well, actually, they
This
have an
one
actual
sucks
wine
ass.
one too. They have like a
Really?
regular one.
So is dragon fruit gonna give us this like cough syrupy taste? Or is it gonna be different?
I feel like I don't like this one though. Can't recall.
Dude, there's floaties in
fucking
it. There's
sick
shit
looking-
floating around.
The
in
sick
there.
looking dragon in it.
God, you're right. There totally is. Oh,
Dude, don't say
Dude,
that.
you gotta shake well before you
Oh.
open.
Do you have the
that's
receipts
the
for
pulp.
these?
Are you supposed to shake these, dude? You think I'm gonna go back to Sunnyside? They'd be like,
know,
I'm
but
sick of you
no.
motherfuckers
It'd be
bringing
funny.
drinks back here. Yeah, that one actually tastes really
They-
similar to this
I
one.
bought Coors from there that were from 2015 and 2018, 3 years old. Like, what the fuck?
Dude, this one tastes like kind of tastes like coffee to you or something fucked up at the end.
Coffee? No.
Taste that and tell me. There's like
What
almost
the
like a
hell?
coffee. Well, I have a matured palate, so I don't expect you to share it.
Dude, the fruit flies are going insane. They're like, what are these drinks you guys just opened?
I thought Dueweke's eyes were about to go cross-eyed. You're sipping at your.
About to go dummy off the Mad Dog.
Yeah, these red ones aren't really
Yeah.
that great. Both of those are, yeah. I don't want either one of those ever again.
a Mad Dog?
Oh, that's just. But
God.
the dragon's dope looking, but
Ugh.
terrible. It tastes like ass.
All right, bling bling.
This better be the best.
Ew.
How are you looking?
Does it taste like a Gatorade? There's like a candy or there's something that tastes like.
It hits you hard, bro.
Puts the cap back on to
Yeah,
preserve
sorry.
flavor within the 2 seconds.
Yeah, it's pretty new actually.
That one's instant stomach ache, but pretty tasty.
Yeah,
That one's only
that
a
one will
mug
give
full.
you.
That's
Like, it tastes so good.
Look at all the fruit flies.
They
Yeah,
must smell
the fruit
it.
flies are hyped.
Oh, my God.
Yeah,
They're multiplying.
they're nesting in the MD 2020.
I'm gonna go back to the Jubilee.
I agree. It tastes like an instant stomachache.
I'm gonna go back to this.
Oh wow.
I don't want any of those.
Out of all of them, Jubilee is my top.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna
Fuck
give that
yeah.
one an 8 out of 10. The rest of them, well, actually 8 out of 10.
Dude, I'm gonna
I
say.
don't even know it's gonna get an 8 for
Yeah, I'm gonna say 5.
For that, I like the orange.
I'll
Jubilee.
drink these, but I'm. If
8
they're
out of
there,
10.
I drink them.
I
It's all
wouldn't
it's all
buy
for
it.
fun.
No, let's
That's
just
the
go-
bottom line.
let's
It's for
just-
morale, if anything.
Yeah.
I
Let's
wouldn't
just
buy
No
go
one likes
mad.
it.
Let's just go Mad Dog in general.
This isn't that
Mad
bad,
Dog in
but-
general. Oh,
Yeah.
well, that's an easy 5 out of 10, maybe.
I
Sorry.
mean,
I
yeah.
can't fuck with you anymore.
Sorry. dude.
If you buy Mad
Are
Dog
there
for the
any-
drinking
Well, you better make
experience,
sure
you're
you
just
give it
dead
a
wrong. It's
better-
all about
better than a
morale,
5.
really.
It's about fucking you up quick.
Yeah, it's just a bad joke that's gone too far. Honestly,
Anyway, too deep.
This is dangerous.
You
We
gotta
did.
put it
We
on the-
just
you gotta put it
finished
on there.
Taco
we
Bell.
did on the way
Right.
over.
Had to make a stop.
Yeah, the employees there were all really happy. It was crazy.
You guys like Del Taco better or Taco Bell?
I was
Fuck Del
gonna just
Taco, I'll
ask.
say it.
What?
I'll say it. It's
Whoa.
not good.
What?
Oh, damn.
I know, right? That's.
It's alright. I
It
don't
was
like Mad
awful. Okay.
Dogs. He doesn't like Del Taco. It's alright.
I mean, same thing.
Well,
Same
bro,
thing with Jimmy John's. You
goddamn,
know,
when we're talking
Dude,
about
I won't eat
Oh,
there
yeah,
for that
whoops, my
reason
bad.
too. Dude,
What is that?
I got
don't
a
know.
fucked up
I don't
Jimmy
know what
John's
that one
story
is.
actually.
the dude who
Crazy
owns
one.
it like is like a rare game hunter.
Yeah.
Like endangered
Like rips
species.
horns
Oh.
off fucking or hippo. What the fuck? I don't
Yeah.
know. Some animal.
Rhinoceros.
Papanotomuses.
Hippopotamus.
The hippopotamus.
Hippopotamus.
No, I actually got a fucked up
The
story.
mad dog hits quick.
I got a fucked up story.
Mad Dog.
Before you go, Zach, really quick, the dude actually his yacht. He has a yacht that he sold off to George Clooney, and it goes to the Detroit Yacht Club every summer. And it's like they call it the Jimmy, and it goes and we dock it every single year. And they're the most fucked up people ever, like the rudest fucking
Not
clients.
surprised.
Yeah.
They come off, they're like fucking demanding everything. And we're like, yeah, we don't do that kind of shit. And then we're like, where are you from? What boat are you from? They're like, the Jimmy. We're like, oh,
Yeah,
shocker.
we get it.
Yeah.
The Jimmy John's.
Their sandwiches are mediocre at best. Cause just buy them because they're open late and they deliver and shit. That's my opinion on it.
I think
but-
Subway's
Yeah.
better than Jimmy John's, honestly.
They use Hellman's mayo. Oh wait, never mind. I'm out of the combo. I lost it.
No, they do, don't they?
Jimmy
They
John's
advertise
does.
it.
What were you guys
I
talking
wish
about?
we had Chiba Huts
We were
around
talking
here.
about that.
Dude, Chiba Huts. Have you ever had Chiba Hut over on the West
Never
Coast?
even heard of that.
Never heard of it.
Dude.
Dude,
fucking
how much do
delicious.
you eat?
A lot, man.
Every
we could,
day.
We could do a lucid eating,
Dude,
man.
eating
I'd
is
be
sick.
down.
Eating is fucking sick.
Pretty much what I live
Love
for.
it.
Right?
Dude,
Get so excited. I
food.
can't wait for breakfast tomorrow.
fuck yes.
Gotta eat every day. It's fucking annoying.
Breakfast is my favorite.
Oh, I woke up again. Fuck, I gotta eat again. Fuck.
Sometimes it's the chore and you just have to get some sustenance.
Yeah.
Go to the vending machine, get
Yeah.
a payday. Some shit like that.
I've been
Yeah.
living like that a lot lately. It's
You're not
good.
yourself when you're hungry, you know?
Yeah.
Quick Snickers.
All right. So what's your Jimmy story?
Oh shit.
Oh, yeah, my
Okay,
bad.
a buddy of mine from Milwaukee told me this story about a buddy of his, or maybe it was a friend of a friend. I don't know how far this story travels. He told me this story that this Jimmy John's driver was driving to kind of like a hood part doing a delivery, and he got robbed. Sure, they took all the money, whatever the case, and he went back, and they took it out of his paycheck in the end of the day, and it's just like, well, that's pretty fucked up. Like he's held
Yeah.
at gunpoint. So like whatever, he keeps working there, and then I think it was like months later, it happened again.
No.
Like he was getting robbed again, and this time with the thought, like, okay, well, I'm gonna defend myself because this is gonna come out of my paycheck again, and the dude got fucking killed.
No way.
What?
Jesus.
That's the story I heard. I
Well,
don't know,
how
it's like
is-
a friend of a friend type thing, but
Depressing.
How did Jimmy
Yeah, that's
John's like?
fucky.
Was there any like
publicity on that. or
like
any
what
kind of-
Probably
happened?
not.
What happened in Jimmy like? All right, a homie died. Was it like
Hire
does
a
his
new
family
one, I don't know.
Like
They probably
You know
just
what I
tried
mean?
to keep that shit hush hush.
Yeah, I
Honestly,
bet.
I'd
yeah.
imagine.
Well, did you guys ever see that stuff that was going around on the internet too about like the Jimmy John's contracts they had their employees sign, and there was like all these loophole ways of like once they sign that they can't work in food businesses within so and so radius and stuff too.
I've heard of that before. Yeah.
It was I don't know. I just don't fuck with that place for that reason.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Is that a conspiracy theory you've looked up?
No, I mean when I was like 17, I worked at Wendy's, and that was something like that. Like if you
Okay.
were looking for a new job, it couldn't be like at McDonald's or anything like that.
Really? So they
Yeah.
do that there too?
What, was that only for a long period of time? Like obviously, they
yeah,
can't.
probably not like forever, but
Yeah,
like,
they can't keep it
I
alive.
can't leave Wendy's to go to McDonald's somewhere else or something like that.
Yeah,
That's,
they
that's
wouldn't-
ridiculous when it
fuck
comes
right.
down to a job of that level. Though, like people
well, when I
need
signed
to,
my first teaching
Yeah,
contract for
like,
a charter
why?
school,
Yeah.
they were like, you can't work at any Dearborn public schools because it was a predominantly Islamic and like Muslim charter school.
Sure.
And most of Dearborn schools are like Islamic Muslim students. So they're like, if you get a job here, you cannot work for Dearborn Public after, or we could come sue you. And I'm like, wait, what?
That's
I ended up
fucking
going to
wild.
work in Belleville. Yeah, but it's like, how really you're going to tell me that you can like, after the fact I leave here and go to another place, you're going to try and sue me because I work in a different school district? Like, that's fucked up.
yeah, like why are they limiting things like that? I don't get it. It's all for the betterment. I don't understand.
I wonder if it's like
Selfish.
like if I did when I worked at Wendy's, like if I went to McDonald's and like shared things that I knew about, like, oh yeah, Wendy's does shit this way.
Okay.
Maybe I don't know. But
I don't know. I guess it probably goes a lot higher than we think.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I was
don't know.
thinking that when I just signed the contract for my new job, I was just like, I'm reading everything, but what am I not seeing correctly?
yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Where I'm
Have
gonna
a
get
lawyer.
I
fucked.
never read that shit.
I tried my hardest, dude. It's hard after a fucking hour straight of it. Yeah.
In his case, it's the spicy nug recipe, dude. That shit's fucking fire.
Oh
dude.
my
You
God.
can't spread that
Give
shit.
me the recipe.
Give it to me.
We actually have contracts for this podcast, so you can't do another one in like a month.
Ah.
You guys
know
are
what?
fucked.
I can tell you some fucked stories. So, like, you know how in the drive-thru a place like that, they have the timer and you have to hit certain quotas and
Yeah.
whatnot?
Oh, yeah.
Dude,
I've
our
heard.
manager at that one would totally do circles on slow days and just make the timer, like, driving circles around over and over to, like,
Trying to look good.
false
Yeah,
time, yeah.
this is a good fucking move.
Yeah. Hey, question. Someone told me this. I think it was, I guess I won't use names. Do you guys have a meat hose there? Taco Bell? Yeah.
A meat hose? Like the...
What is a
One
meat hose?
time,
Spray it down like Astro.
I'll just say, well, yeah. One time, Dave Enger, I think, was telling me this. He was like, I was going through the drive-through, and they said like they couldn't get me something because the meat hose was clogged or broken.
What the
So we
fuck?
make jokes about like the meat hose.
The meat comes
Maybe
in
some-
these like fuck. I don't know how to describe it. They're literally like, you know when you buy the fucking ices
fuck.
that you freeze. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The meat's in packages like that, and you just cut the top off and throw them in the fryer.
Okay.
That's
so
disgusting.
No hose.
That's why I don't eat the meat anymore, because the chicken is actually like somewhat better.
Okay.
So full disclosure, don't eat Taco Bell.
I don't eat any meat from Taco Bell.
Good call.
Honestly, I just did the bean
Man,
subs.
Spicy potato tacos, baby.
You
We
could,
did that today too.
you could just
Oh,
go
fuck
to,
yeah.
You could just go to Del Taco.
You could.
Dude, no. Del Shaco, no. Yeah,
I'll give it a try.
What about how about I make you a little concoction, Dueweke?
Please.
I mix all these and put them in there.
Dude, let's do it.
Be my
Try
guest.
A little rainbow.
Fucking love you, dude.
Aw.
That's why I fuck with you, dude.
Got all
While
these
you're doing
crazy
that, so, like,
ideas.
Are you both from Kalamazoo originally? Did you end up like moving there? Because I know like Preston, he said.
No,
he
he's a
moved there.
Youper.
I'm a Youper.
Yeah,
I
he's a
live
Youper,
I
born
live
and
on the
raised.
East right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you
I-
from KZoo originally?
Yup.
Okay.
I literally moved to-
Kazoo.
Yeah, you've been there forever, eh?
Yup.
Hey.
Promise kid.
Spot.
Where
Yeah,
in the
damn.
Yoop?
The KZoo
I'm
promise.
I'm originally from a place called Gladstone. It's like an hour south of Marquette. That's usually the reference I use. But no, I moved down to Kalamazoo because when I started snow skating and I just started writing for Ambition, I met Dave Enger,
No, yeah.
and literally he was going to Western and he was just like, "Do you want to move down and like live together and just skate a bunch?" And the UP doesn't have skate spots, so I was like, "Yeah,
What?
definitely, yeah."
Dude, come on.
So I kind of
They do.
sold it to my
They
parents.
do, though.
Like, yeah, I kind of sold it off to my parents. Like, "Oh, I'm going down there for school," but it was just because Dave asked me if I wanted to skate, and I was like, "Yeah, I want to skate." So, and snow skate.
That's actually kind of fucking sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair point.
And then what happened?
That one happened.
Yeah.
And then I went to school, and then I
Took your first dab.
God, dude. Yeah. The last dab I ever took was because you
Turned
made,
into a pile.
I turned into a pile at your house, a living pile. Yeah,
Warren's a
Dueweke.
huge stoner, by the way.
I was a little bit there for a second.
Had a
No.
had a bad thing going on.
Dueweke and I think our friendship evolved the moment when I was at their house. They had an infamous house called the PBR Palace in Kalamazoo. It was just like a fucking
Oh yeah.
party house, for lack of a better word. People
Yeah.
getting stabbed there and shit.
No.
Happened one
no.
time. It did happen one time.
This is all for fun.
Hey, it's not talking. Hey! But hey,
Sometimes you gotta
That-
get stabbed.
That
Whatever.
honestly looks like how that should look.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is
It's red again, of
Hey,
course.
let me top it off.
what is a piece of fucking.
I feel like that's
is
some
that?
pulp.
Don't
Oh,
worry about it,
well,
dude.
whatever.
That's healthy. But
Give it some
yeah,
blue. I want that shit to be brown. when
Last time
you're
I took a
done.
dab was because you made me take one in your house, and I tried to just deny it for like an hour until you literally just put it in my face, and I think I freaked out in your basement and had to go home. I was like reading the walls and shit. It
Had
was
to tuck him in that
fucked up, dude.
night.
I don't know. There's like literature. There was like hieroglyphics on the wall. I had to go home. It was
Scariest basement ever.
Yeah, that basement's fucked. I don't know. That's when we became friends, I think, though. Because the first years of Kalamazoo, I was just kind of skating with, like, Dave and some of those, like, Dirty Waters crew dudes, if you guys, like, know, like, the
Yeah.
original dudes, like,
Yeah.
from KZoo. And they lived, like, a block away. I think I would mostly party with you guys, but kind of skate with them. And then it kind of switched over once I moved out.
Those were some great times in Kazoo.
Yeah, they were. But we didn't even really hang out, like, the first 2 years, I don't think.
Nope.
I didn't blow enough kush or something. I don't
Yeah.
know.
You didn't burn. Too busy sacking out rails.
Oh, God.
He's been
Jeez,
waiting
really
for
bring-
that
you
one.
Best
really
ender.
bringing that thing up?
Dude,
Every
every time we
I
drive
by
by,
it, I'm like, oh man, he sacked that.
Dude, that rail has taken.
I was just...
has fucked people up.
I was
dude.
gonna
Every
say-
The
time we
rail
drive
is level
past it.
with the fucking like pop.
Yeah.
Like,
Dude, one of
it's
my homies, I was scared that like he was gonna be a vegetable from his slam on that. I'm telling you,
Which one?
homie Garrett, if
Oh
you
my
fucking
God,
listen to
yeah.
this, that
Oh,
was
yeah,
the
I
most
would
scared
not
I think I've ever
like
been on a skate sesh.
Fuck.
He was 50 in it, like coasting it real good, you know what I'm saying? But then he went for one, classic, slip out,
Oh yeah.
heels go over, flip backwards. He hit his head like real bad, and then he just like, he's like, oh fuck, he's like, I can't feel my body, I can't feel my arms, and he was just like
Jeez.
real like fucking stiff, and I was just like, oh no, like
It's
he just
over.
hit his head so hard he's gonna be a fucking vegetable, and like I was like hyping him up to do this. I was like, no. But then yeah, went to the
mean-
hospital, came back later that day, smoking, drinking, kicking it.
Yeah.
He bounced right back, but it was scary.
Yeah.
That's a bad slam. It's in the opening of the Dirt video, I think, right?
Yep.
That's a
God
fucked
damn.
up slam.
Almost as bad as or maybe worse than DJ Brown's slam in that on that ledge.
I think worse just on account
Slips
of, like,
out and
he had to
hits
go to
his
the hospital.
fucking face.
Yeah, it's a bad one, but
Dude,
had
that
a-
dude's a fucking brute.
Yeah, that dude's
Guy can all.
One of my favorites.
Yeah, big fan.
that guy. Can
Good
ollie.
attitude, great dude.
Is
I
he
love-
the Michigan Gareth Stir?
Is he?
Is he?
In terms of ollies, dude?
Because all
fuck.
Gareth Stir did right was like basic
Big
shit, like
ollies.
ollies and like 50s and just basic shit, but gnarly
Yeah.
basic shit.
I love that shit.
This dude's pretty good all around, though. He's just
He
got
is,
like
man.
extra strength pop. I mean, fuck. I don't know if you guys saw what was it, Oakland? He had like the last part. And he
Got
ollied
that
probably
moon
one of
pop,
the,
yeah.
He's probably ollied one of the biggest things I've ever seen like in real life for sure.
I watch that part all the time.
He also did like
Hyped.
that crazy grass gap, and then like he's riding away down the hill and he like goes into a car.
Yeah,
Do you remember
yeah,
that? And like
yeah.
it zooms in with like the weather sound warning.
Yeah.
Love
Had me
that shit.
dying.
So were you guys around too? So like you guys have been UP to KZoo. When did you move to KZoo?
2012.
Okay, and in your whole life. So like I remember the first time I ever went out there was in 2009. It was like the Garrett Anthony,
Hell yeah.
like that phase of KZoo.
They
you know
were
what
my
I mean?
introduction to KZoo for
Okay.
sure. I was like,
Those are definitely the guys I looked up to when
Yeah,
I was a wee
yeah.
lad.
those dudes were like my introduction to KZoo. I was like almost, and I don't mean this like in a derogatory sense, but I was like shocked when I moved out there and I like met some of those dudes.
Yeah.
And I mean that like in the best way. Kind of like a lot of that stuff going on too. And I'm from like a small town in the UP, so I come down and I meet like Garrett Anthony and that whole crew of dudes like Steve and everyone.
They're the best.
And yeah, they're just like pushing beer on me and stuff like that. And they're so welcoming too. Like I was like a shy little kid, and they were so fucking cool. But we'd watch like Dat Snare and like all that stuff and just get so hyped.
Those are like 2009, 10, like out in KZoo were some of my like favorite times.
Hell
Like,
yeah.
through to 2012, honestly, like
Yeah.
good times.
Who owns?
Then I moved there.
Who owns that house that like Dave and Peter and Preston live there now? Like Dave used to live there.
Well, I
Like,
used to
why
live
did-
there, but all right.
Yeah.
You guys always call it Dave's house.
Huh?
I paid the same amount of rent, dude.
All
Zach's
right.
house.
Zach and Dave's.
That's my point though. Is like
Snow skate house?
Everyone's lived there.
No, it's just us and them so far.
Oh really?
As far as skate crews go, yeah.
So no one before that.
No. We just
Okay.
happened to like, I don't know. I think Dave found that house for us. We lived in the bottom floor at first. I'm sure you were there at that point too, at least a couple times with
Yeah.
everyone. Like
Yeah.
we lived in the bottom for a year, then we moved up top for 3 years. But yeah, we hosted a lot of good people in that house. A lot of good
Oh,
skate
yeah.
trips.
Oh yeah.
A lot of fun.
Would you guys rather watch
Jesus.
porn
Here we go.
Yeah. Okay.
of your
okay.
parents?
Big transition. Okay.
Yeah,
Lord.
okay, I'm into this.
I got one for you after.
Would
too.
you guys rather watch porn that your parents made or watch porn with your parents?
Porn with my parents.
Porn with
Porn
them
with
for
my parents.
sure. Yeah.
That one's
That's
that was,
easy.
yeah.
I got one for
Okay.
you.
What do you got?
It's just really obscure, but yeah, I asked this to like everyone for years now. Would you rather break your leg or would you rather break your ankle or eat a jar of mayonnaise like a standard?
Oh, I'll eat that mayonnaise. I've broken my
Yeah.
leg.
Oh yeah,
Eat
I'd
the
eat that
jar of
mayonnaise
mayonnaise.
fast.
Mayonnaise, baby.
See,
But
okay, all of us.
No,
is-
but people fucking hate mayonnaise.
Dude, I
to the
took-
point where they would break their wrist. Or
The funny
whatever.
part is actually it's usually the results are the opposite. But obviously, when you ask like a group of skaters, I'm guessing we just value it differently.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
we're like, oh sweet, I'll just like watch Netflix for like 6 months. Or
What if it's
Yeah,
Miracle
true.
Whip though?
Oh,
I'll do it still. I don't care. I'd rather puke
Doesn't matter what
continuously
brand
than
it
be
is?
out of
If it's
skating for
Miracle Whip,
months.
fuck that.
Like, fuck that.
How long?
Changed my mind.
How long does?
How quickly do I gotta get it
eat
done?
No, it doesn't matter. Well, okay, let's just give it like a reasonable amount of time, like an hour or something.
Oh,
Okay.
jeez.
I
I
mean,
mean, you
usually-
can't like do it over
One
like the amount of, like,
sitting.
a month.
One sitting.
Yeah, a sitting.
Okay.
That
Exactly.
sitting could take 24 hours, so yeah, we're good.
If you sit there long
That's
enough.
way too long. You need like
Yeah.
10 minutes.
What's the other
10
one?
minutes.
The other one.
Yuck.
This is an original one, but the one that I thought was funny was: would you rather have wet socks for the rest of your life or Cheeto fingers for the rest of your life?
Ooh.
Cheeto fingers.
That's bullshit. It is too hard.
That one's fun.
I don't know. I feel like wet socks. I'm so used to skating having sweaty feet that sure, give me the wet socks.
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah.
wet socks
Cheeto
in the
fingers,
winter would
dude?
suck.
Kiss
You just
goodbye
get-
to finger blasting anyone for the rest of your fucking career.
Imagine
mean,
like
they
doing
don't have to
documents
know.
or something. You're like in an office setting. There's just orange shit everywhere.
everywhere. Or the red hot
Your
Cheetos,
keyboard's
red
just
everywhere.
Dude, those stain your cuticles. You're fucked.
Oh, I instantly
Those things
pictured
burn holes in your
flaming
stomach.
hot.
Me too. Yeah, the first thing I think
Yeah.
of was like orange cuticles.
I don't
red
even. I don't
cuticles.
even acknowledge that like normal
Nah.
Cheetos exist.
Red. Yeah. Cheeto
Those
fingers
fuckers.
with those last for a few
Those
days.
fuckers.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I'll do wet socks too. I mean, that's the whole snow skate career pretty much.
Dude, you can't do
around
it. You're
squishing.
gonna get fucking butt foot,
Yeah, what is
trench
it? You're gonna
foot,
get
whatever
some,
the fuck. You're gonna
yeah,
get fucked up.
some fungi.
Yeah, you're not gonna be able to skate.
Tough acting and acting.
You got another one or?
Would you rather be locked in Costco for a week or IKEA?
I'm gonna go
Costco.
Costco because I got more
Costco.
food, obviously.
There's
and
much
shit.
more survival options there
Yeah.
than there are at
True.
IKEA.
Yeah, I mean Costco is so vast. They probably have like the comfort options, right? Like
Hell yeah.
beds and shit. I actually
Yeah.
have been in Costco like once. I don't really know, but
They
they,
got
they have a lot of samples
got
and
it
shit
all.
too.
Fuck yeah.
What about you, Dueweke?
Costco.
Yeah.
IKEA doesn't sell food.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
they
They
do.
do.
They
They
do.
have hot dogs.
it.
And
Which
shit.
one has the booze? Costco.
Fucking
Costco.
Costco.
Doesn't they have, like, they got that Kirkland?
Holy
Kirkland, there we
shit.
go. I was trying to look for the. I was like, what the fuck?
You guys ever
are
get
they
the
called?
Kirkland 48 rack? Dude.
Dude, their beer and fucking wines and vodkas are actually not bad.
It's not.
Yeah, they're really not. We should
48
get the Kirkland.
rack.
Wasn't who was it who had like a
Dumbest
Costco
looking
membership?
can.
Was it Gio or someone who had like a Costco membership and they'd
I
been
had-
through the 48 rack?
I had one back in the Palace days.
Okay, it was you then. Never mind.
Yeah, mother hooked it up for like 1 year. And
48
then she was like, we don't use this. But yeah, I pretty much only used it for the Kirkland 48 rack. And then my
Fucking
mom
good,
had to
man.
cut it off.
Fucking awesome.
It's like my only exposure
Why are
to
you
that
only
shit.
buying?
Kirkland's
That's
good.
awesome.
Oh.
Yeah, it wasn't even bad.
You say you had one?
Good
Yeah.
fucking
Oh,
shit,
yeah.
Maroki.
My friend posed this one to me last summer, and I hope I don't fuck up the phrasing, but it's like, would you rather let Randy Johnson throw a fastball at your back in his prime, or let LeBron James smash your head against a brick wall at free will, like at any time? Like, you don't know.
Randy Johnson, he might miss.
No, he hits you in the back though.
Just sounds like either one.
Getting
I'm
in
just
the
gonna
back.
pass away.
Probably take it.
I don't know. He said it to me, and I was like crying, laughing
Still
at
the
how
Randy
out of left
Johnson.
field it was.
I'd
but
probably take it in the back.
Yeah, my bag's
Yeah.
already
Yeah.
fucked.
Take
Yeah.
the back.
Oh god.
Everyone's taking the fastball to the back in,
I
in his
agree.
prime.
Yeah.
That's like
Yeah.
he killed a bird, didn't he?
You might pay myself.
LeBron
He
can put my
did,
head through
yeah.
it and then
Is that the
smash my
guy?
head
Is
like
that the one where the
grapefruit.
bird flies
I
across?
think it was
and
Randy
yeah.
Johnson. I'm not a sports guy, but
Who cares if it is? It was him.
I think I think in the end we justified it like brain damage versus like getting hit in the back, which you'll probably come back from better. I don't know.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So I pick the back too, but just curious.
Would you rather have to come every hour and not be able to hide it, or never be able to come for the rest of your life?
Damn.
Dude, I already live that way.
Which way? Every other month,
Which
flip
way are you
flops
talking
or
about
what?
here?
I just splooge
spilling out.
every hour.
Dumping them out.
No matter
Sorry,
what.
guys.
Yeah, just easily triggered. I suck dick at fucking pussy, so whatever.
There it is. My favorite quote of the last couple of weeks.
my
To answer your question,
Can you say it one more time again?
It's basically either coming a lot or not at all.
yeah.
Well, no, you would
Yeah.
come every hour, but everyone knows that you
Publicly.
just can't.
God.
Or never come for the rest of your life.
Have you guys ever had
every
wet
hour-
dreams?
Every hour and people know, man.
God damn.
I
that's
would
so
I would
fucked.
never come again, because then the girl would be like, what did I do wrong?
But you got like
Oof.
mad blue balls for the rest of your life.
Yeah, you're
Like it's
fucking-
hurting and shit?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You're trying to explode, but you just can't.
So you still get
No,
all the
but nobody
sensation.
deserves that.
Where does it go?
Huh? It's just I don't know, man.
builds up and becomes pressure.
That's how you die. Actually,
Cut your balls
when you're
off.
like 85, you just explode.
What's your answer? I literally am torn.
I would, dude, fucking nut.
You're gonna
Dude,
jizz
every
it up?
hour, yeah.
I guess I'll jizz it up too. If Zach's gonna, I'm gonna. I guess.
Dude, honestly, that
I don't have my own.
if you
opinion.
own that shit, that's a good life.
every hour, like, nah.
Dude, I'm telling you, man.
You have an alarm.
Your
I
friends,
guess-
your friends.
Can
are
you
You guys
probably
act
like-
like fucking nutting is a bad thing.
Can you nut? Can you nut in between the two, like the hour interval? Can you nut as many times? How many times can you nut in that hour?
He's not hourly.
You
I
can't,
think it's every.
You know
Once
at
every
least
hour?
once an hour.
because then I'd be like,
At
I would
least.
hit up a girl and be like, all right, we got 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Go.
You
Or
gotta
something like
plan that out.
Yeah.
And I hate to be the guy who gets like too into the "what would you rather do" shit type questions, but like I feel like you just run out and go dry eventually. But
No.
Yeah. I don't know.
assuming it's not like that, we're
Yeah,
just
no.
jizzing every hour.
Yeah, no.
Come on, dude. You've jizzed before. You know how it goes.
To think that you
I
would
saw something on the
Twice.
news recently about it
to
too.
think that you would do it 24 times in a day.
Mm-hmm.
I saw something
Right.
somewhere. It was
Back
like,
in my prime.
What do they say? What do they say about destroy dick December? You got every
Oh.
day.
No,
You
not
got
November. And
you got to
then-
nut that many days. No, destroy dick December. So
So
Fuck,
like
so you're at
December
31
1st.
at the end.
Yeah, December
Yeah.
1st once, second,
Jesus
third,
Christ.
3, 4. Yeah.
I do not understand this.
I do that.
So
every
December
That's what I'm saying. I do
December
not
1st, you jerk
understand
off
that.
once. December 2nd, you jerk off twice. You just
Yeah.
every day you do that number of times.
No, he's making a joke.
how many days? Yeah,
He's saying that's his standard.
he gets it, but like he
That's
doesn't.
just how I
understand
live.
Why people do that? But how many days do you think you would get through that?
If I were to actually realistically do that,
try
I would say
that
like
out.
9, maybe 13.
I was gonna say like 6.
My dick is so raw at that point.
Right.
Like,
There was an article I
Just
saw where
chafing.
some dude like had a heart attack and died because he like beat off like 24 times in one day and he like ended
Ouch.
up like just dying. Like had a heart attack.
His body's just like, what the fuck do
That's
you want?
abusive behavior.
It's just dust at that point.
Just
Beat your
raping
dick
yourself.
yeah. Grand Theft Auto is like wasted. Done.
Yeah. Would you rather eat chocolate flavored penis or eat a bar of penis flavored chocolate?
Wait, what? Say that one more time?
Chocolate.
Yeah.
Oh.
I just eat the one that tastes like chocolate.
yeah, I guess so. I don't know.
So you're gonna eat a dick that tastes like chocolate?
Much rather do that than taste real dick.
I'm not gay, but if I would, it would be a chocolate dick for sure.
True.
That's probably true.
I don't know. I'd probably do both. I don't know. Neither of those doesn't even sound that bad.
Don't knock it till you try it.
I don't
Like
know.
just biting into it, and you're like, oh, so this is what this tastes like.
This isn't bad.
Hell yeah.
I want to ask you two guys about your various van experiences.
Oh, fuck yeah. Dueweke can go first. He's the pioneer in a sense.
Dude, you know what's
No.
funny?
He's the first person to ever do it.
I was the first one.
I had the vision.
I just didn't YouTube that shit, so nobody knows. Nah, I mean, you really can get to know a man by how he keeps his piss jug. So basically, if you're in the van, it's all about the piss jug, and this is where me and Warden have a little bit of a falling
We
out
diverged.
because he piped his sink straight to the outdoors, so he just pisses all over wherever he drives.
Yeah.
And that's why you got to get a piss jug. You know what I'm saying?
I just piss in my sink.
Like some people keep the gallon, some people keep the liter, whatever, you know. But
I feel like you have to have a big enough mouth to rest your tip in. Like a Gatorade bottle is nice if you can just put your tip in like it and it like sits in it and you
dude,
piss.
Gatorade,
It's good for that.
it's just not big enough though.
Oh, not
Like
the-
you need multiple pisses,
Oh yeah, you're saying like
Oh,
And
he's
then-
balling
and then-
out. He's
balling
balling
out.
out
I was like-
piss.
I think
and
like
then how you
one-third.
dispose of those
Just
piss
trying to
jugs
brag
is
right
the
there for a
funniest
second.
part.
Yeah, like what's
Trailer Park
Because you're
Boys?
just disposing them. Why not just piss outside?
Well, no, you
Like,
you
what's
end
your-
up you end up trying to be super, or at least in my case, because I kept the piss jugs in gallon jugs or whatever. But you end up with 2 or 3 full jugs, and then you gotta like go somewhere to dispose of these things, and you end up just being like,
That's a good look.
yeah, you're slipping around town in your white van, and you're fucking looking for an empty dumpster behind some strip mall to fucking throw your piss jugs in.
Goddamn.
Yeah, and that's
For the sake
and
of
that's
the
living,
image,
baby.
We both have like pure white like rape vans.
I know-
I get that comment so often.
I thought that was you at first when I thought you guys both were just showing up in your van at the spot yesterday.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
like, Alworden's
Yeah.
here. And then
You
Ours
can do
look
you can
very
do the van
similar.
thing as long as you don't give a fuck about rape jokes.
Yeah, I've gotten those like.
You have to
weekly
get over
almost,
that.
yeah. But then you open it up and they're like, "Wow, nice craftsmanship."
Yeah, it smells like fresh
It
pine.
smells like piss and.
And I mean, I don't know.
and Home Depot.
Yeah.
Some
pretty
ladies
much.
love it too.
I haven't seen it
Yeah.
yet.
Warden's still waiting for his.
Trying to break in the van, so hit me up.
Suspension's still a
In my
little tight.
Put that in the comments.
Yeah, what's your experience been like? Piss jugs really was a big like thing for me when
For
I was
piss
on the
chugging?
road.
Okay,
Yeah.
well here's the thing. So I
Not
was.
piss jugging, but your actual van.
Yeah.
Let me
Unless you
ask you
got a
about
piss
your
wagon.
van.
We're talking about piss still or vans?
Vans.
Both.
Or yes.
Hey, whatever.
What do you want
My
to know?
bad.
There's
What do
no
you want to know?
There's no structure.
What are you getting at?
Hey, what were you trying to?
I thought you were asking about the vans,
Oh yeah.
and you said that I would go first.
Oh.
And now
I guess with the
okay.
piss topic, he pisses in jugs, but I have a sink in mine with like a 12-volt pump and like an actual running water, but it does just drain to
Yeah.
outside. So if I'm not camping somewhere that is not like in the woods or something, I can open my door and go piss outside. And which a lot of times, like right now, I'm staying in Detroit with like for the last couple days at your house or whatever. And I'll just piss in my sink, and then I'll wake up in the morning and there's just like piss all over the street.
Oh, damn. 'cause it just
That's-
kinda
I mean,
blows
that- you
out.
don't even
runs
notice
out.
that shit,
Yeah,
though.
I know,
Yeah.
I know. But well, it's the thing. I can't like get out of my van and just piss on the sidewalk. So I have like curtains and stuff. So I'll just piss in my sink, and it's like a more discreet way of it just going outside, but from the inside.
Warden, tell your story about your tire that you just told me.
Tell my entire story. I was just negligence.
That story doesn't even add up to me. It makes no
doesn't.
fucking sense.
I don't know. Maybe like some automotive people could tell me. But yeah, I was driving home from Pontiac like 2 weeks ago, and I had a flat tire, and I was like, well, this sucks. I changed it out. Took forever, whatever. And apparently, I guess I'm skipping something. I got back home to like the UP, and I'm looking in my rearview mirror, and I'm like, dude, my tire's wobbling everywhere. And I can kind of feel it too, but I'm just thinking like, oh, it must be like just a new tire, spare tire type thing. But then I get out and I look at the tire, and I'm missing one of like those like prongs or bolts that the tire comes onto. I know there's a term for it. I'm not a fucking mechanic.
Yeah.
But and also the holes that it goes onto are now like double in size, and they're like super oblong. And so basically, like, imagine this tire's like going everywhere.
Damn.
And I was thinking like the rim on this thing's old, it's rusted, and it just couldn't handle being on there. But eventually I bring it to a tire shop, and they're like, you put the lug nuts on upside down.
Damn.
And I was like, so I just wasted
Shit.
$100
I
and
do
some
not
dollars.
understand
But I
how
don't get
that's
how
possible.
it could.
Like
And
backwards?
Yeah.
I've
so I
never
guess-
met a lug nut that's been
don't
two
get me-
ways.
But that's the thing. The lug
Yeah.
nut.
Yeah, wait, what?
Right.
Right?
lug
Like,
nut
it doesn't
does
make any fucking
taper.
sense to me.
How would
Right.
that work?
Don't get me wrong. The lug nut tapers a little bit. It gets wider on one end and then like skinnier on the other, but not like that drastically. Where I did put them on backwards, tight too. Like we checked it. But when I got home, dude, the guy's like, "You're lucky you didn't fucking die." Like we drove the freeway all the way home. Obviously, that thing would have just flew off.
You know why you were okay?
Why?
Because I texted you to drive safe before you left.
I actually, yeah.
You remember that?
I remember. Yeah, I don't know. Learning lesson out there. I guess put your lug nuts on right. I don't know.
Yeah.
I still think it was the rim was just old as fuck. 'Cause the
I just
Van's
don't understand how there's
2001.
a wrong way to put your
Yeah.
lug nuts on.
Like I said,
what
just-
the fuck are you talking
said
about?
they were
But
backwards.
I would just imagine it can't fit on at all if you go the other way.
Right, but they can. And not to mention I had 5 of them. How did I put them all on backwards? If I didn't give a fuck about where they're going, then
You would think, yeah, a couple would be.
Dude.
Yeah.
I was missing one total fucking like bolt too. It was just gone. And the other ones were like, looked like someone took a hacksaw halfway through and stopped. He's like, dude, these almost all just fell off. Like, you're lucky you
Damn.
got here.
Dude, I had a car one time, like my every time I would make a sharp turn, like specifically like the roundabout you would take to get on the highway, whatever you want
Right,
to call
yep.
that. And it would just like as it would turn, it would like shimmy, it would shake as it was turning. And
Like Tokyo Drift a little bit.
no, but it would like turn, and like as I'm turning, it's like adjusting to itself of like where it's going. Like it would like just fishtail and like catch up and then fishtail again. And
That adds a little bit of excitement.
well, I was
Getting on the freeway.
I was just like, oh, maybe it's my tire or something, you know. And I go and I take it in, get it checked out. He's like, yeah, your axle almost broke off. Like
What was
it
going
was like
on?
bowed.
Was this the
Like-
Escort?
Huh?
Was this the
No,
Escort?
I think it was the neon. This is a long, long time ago.
What had caused it? Or just like overusage or just
Maybe,
something?
I don't know. Just-
oh.
Yeah.
He's just like, you're
Axle
fucked. This
old.
sucks for
yeah,
you.
it was an
and that
old.
was it.
It was an old car. No, I'm pretty sure we had to get it fixed. Like a
That
new,
seems like
new
an
axle, or
expensive
maybe I got a
fix, I
new
don't
one.
know.
Yeah, I don't know if because I got a Taurus right after that. I don't know if I just got the Taurus. I don't remember.
Okay.
Oh,
honestly.
it was a Taurus. Yeah, that's right.
No,
Okay.
it was the Dodge Neon.
The neon had
But you had
been
a
through
Taurus,
a lot.
right?
You had
No,
a
not
Dodge.
yet.
Well,
I think that's why I got the Taurus. Yes, I had it, but I think that's why I got it was
Well,
because the axle was.
One thing
fucked.
about fucked up stories with your car is when we were driving on the
Oh,
freeway and it's
dude.
raining, and I didn't realize you had a fucking hole in the bottom of your car. I'm passenger
That's
side,
how the
right?
Fred
Taurus-
Flintstone?
that's
What do you
how the
mean?
Taurus is-
my
I'm
Taurus
dri-
in the okay. So actually, hang on. Let me
The Taurus is
backtrack.
notorious.
Yeah, they are
notorious for
super
that.
notorious for that. So the passenger side, like
Sorry.
the
going.
the passenger side floor was just missing. So if you pulled up the carpet or whatever,
It's like a
mine was-
booby trap?
Yes.
you would see the street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was raining and water was just coming into the car. And Adam's like, "What the fuck's going on?" I'm like, "Yeah, what the fuck is going on?"
Lift the fucking.
That's a good
He
You
lifts
question.
didn't
it
know
up.
actually?
No, I had no idea.
Oh.
And he lifts it up and like there's the
rusted
street,
through?
the
The road,
fucking
the
road's
freeway,
right
the
there. I was
freeway
like,
was
dude, what the
70.
fuck?
That would freak me out heavy.
I was looking down, like I pulled this shit up, and we're 70 on the freeway. It's raining. I'm like, yo, I can see the road right below my feet right now, dude. Like, what's happening?
It was funny too. I told Schwam that he's like, "Oh, just get like an old soup can and cut it open and just fucking, just like."
Oh, okay. I
Zip
picture
tie
like
it
a
on there.
hole like this. I picture like you guys just put like a doormat or like a
Oh, it
floor
was.
mat
It was a big
over it, and
hole.
it was like
It was
a big
dude.
hole.
Yeah, it was a
It had
pretty
to have
big
been
hole.
like fucking yay
Oh, that's
big.
that's
Like,
still
it was
pretty
big.
fucking big.
It was-
though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
If your
That's good
foot,
shit.
Because it was water. Like this thing was soaked.
Like
down,
water
why
was
are my
coming up.
feet
It was like
fucking
raining
wet?
super hard and like water was like coming into the
Only
fucking
in
car.
Michigan.
Jesus.
I mean, only in
Yeah.
a Taurus.
Did it rust through then? I'm guessing was it like
Oh,
an
yeah.
older car
Yeah.
that just rusted through
Yeah,
and broke.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
You rolling up? Yes. All right, let's keep going.
Well, dude, you didn't get them all.
Oh, that's really brown this time.
I'm going for not so much flavor but color.
do people?
I did the banana red, the blue, and the jubilee.
Do people never smoke weed on this show?
Yeah, we have before, yeah.
Oh, well,
Who?
I feel bad because I've seen all of
Huh?
them, but I don't
Who?
remember.
Did you really?
I guess I thought it'd be more prevalent. I don't know.
I remember him
whatever.
doing that.
Scott used to not be down.
Yeah,
I think it's just you, dog.
Yeah,
That's the
Cool
thing.
night.
Adam definitely
That's
wants
the
to.
thing.
I would love.
solo rider.
Actually, what is that? I have no idea what that is because this will air. I have no idea what this
In
is.
this? I don't know.
Looks like
In case-
Parcheesi.
Just in case the kids find it. They
It's
probably won't.
Parcheesi.
That's right.
Yeah, what
That
is
was the
that?
code
Is that
name for
cigarette?
it.
As a kid.
Warden's worst nightmare. That's what it is.
Nah, if we weren't on this, maybe I'd.
Is
hit
that
it,
a
but-
cigarette?
God damn.
That's the Taco Bell meat hose.
Yo, let's talk about how
hell
Dueweke
yeah.
right now has on fucking sandals.
Of course, he doesn't have on Crocs. That's crazy.
I lost my Crocs.
Oh fuck,
Dude, I
you guys
saw-
couldn't hear that probably, but he lost his Crocs. So maybe can we take like a moment of silence?
I quit my old job and I left them in the office. Those are my office shoes.
Damn, that's really what happened.
Yeah.
That's so fucking funny.
Dude.
honestly.
Sorry, man.
I was
But
at the-
now I got the Walmart boys.
it's like Croc,
Damn.
even
Jesus.
worse.
These were my
Yeah.
shower shoes when I lived in the van.
Oh my god.
Wait, how did you? You had like a membership, right, for the van thing?
No, I went into like
Oh, okay.
community centers and rec centers and stuff.
That's free.
Yeah. And if there wasn't one, the neighborhood wasn't nice enough to have a rec center. It was YMCA for like $4.
Okay.
Take a shower, and you can also go fucking swimming or lift some weights or some shit.
Yeah.
Is it true that you can just like park in a Walmart parking lot and sleep
Definitely.
I got to know Walmart very well. I mean, I've never felt like
They give
so
you your
like
shoes.
comforted by driving into a Walmart at like
Relief.
2 a.m. I'm like, thank God there's a fucking Walmart here. Like,
I found one.
Hey, could you grab the Wi-Fi from where you were parked at, or would you try to park farther away?
no, I got unlimited data, so
Must be nice.
Yeah,
bro,
he had
piss
this all figured
jugs,
out.
well, yeah,
Yeah.
data, piss jugs.
Damn.
Here you
Sounds
are
like the
pissing
life.
into a
if you're not pissing in jugs,
You're not vanning.
that's not road. That's not road life.
That's not the way she goes.
That's not rambling.
That's not the way
It's
she
not
goes.
random.
Yeah.
It's the way she goes.
Jesus.
It's the way of the road.
All right.
Dude, I didn't put vodka in yours.
What in the hell?
That sucks for me.
I apologize. That was an
dangerous
honest
shot
accident.
right there.
All right, this is the cleanest this table's ever been.
Hey, Tone, are
Yeah,
you
'cause
still
the
driving
alcohol's
us
cleaning
home?
it? Huh? The alcohol's cleaning
Yeah.
it.
Are you driving my van home? All right.
He goes, yeah, I got you.
And we're back.
Yum.
God damn it.
That looks dangerous as fuck.
Don't forget to slurp the shit off the table too.
That would be the
It's
last
closer to
table I
you.
would.
I would not
going
slurp
toward
a
you.
damn
That
thing off
only
this
tasted
table
like
at
that.
all.
The vodka at that point. Ugh. Nah.
I don't know how we're gonna finish all these.
Yeah.
Seems like that's gonna be what you.
Maybe if
American
Adam
dream,
started
man.
helping.
With what?
And he's too busy
Fucko.
texting his girlfriend.
Yeah.
Fuck stick. Fuck
Wait.
No,
hold on a
sorry.
second.
We're on-
Helping. I haven't even seen these two touch this shit in a minute. The MD.
Oh,
As if
me,
I have
huh?
And the
No.
Regish Bros.
I
You
haven't
guys
done
can't get off
anything
that
for
You
it.
easy.
can't
I've
even
been-
get called out for it.
You guys cannot get off that
Actually,
easy.
that's a lie. I drank because I fucking begged it from you, and you're like, oh, let me.
All right, bro, it's not a contest.
Actually, the Jubilee has a good dent.
It
in
is.
Yeah,
That's
this is
because
honestly the
Dueweke's
best
been
one.
fucking
The
sucking that
Jubilee's
shit
the only
down,
one
dude.
Yeah.
Dueweke's got to work in the morning, too.
Is this the
No, the Sunday
banana?
is still the weekend. I try to tell people this.
Yeah. That's debatable.
Uh,
That's depression day. That's the guilty Garys.
It doesn't have
Yeah.
to be.
What
It
part are
doesn't
you
have
on
to be
right now?
Mondays for depression.
Yeah.
Yeah, what?
Yeah,
What
that's
part are
true.
you on right now for hungover and depressed? Part what?
I'm in the lower 300s, but dude, it's skewed. It's
alternative.
bad. Like when it first started going down, I don't know, 900s. Like it was just all over the place. But then I decided I wanted to keep a little bit of a little bit of a structure. But then so I'm trying to keep my structure, and then my fucking older brother starts posting that shit, and he puts like fucking 600 and something.
What like
I get he's older than me, but he hasn't been drinking like me. It's like, can't be doing that shit. Gotta be honest.
Goddamn.
Today was like 316, I think.
Realistically, could have been.
But then, I mean, fuck.
you're gonna,
Austin
you're gonna have
316.
a year party.
True.
Can we talk about hungover skating?
God. Oh my God, that's actually a great topic. We have a
Worst.
little theory on that.
Yeah, it's been talked about before on various podcasts, I feel like, depending on the guest.
Oh, definitely. But
What's your theory, or what are you getting at?
I think it.
I've seen you film
I
one
know
of your
nobody
best
wants
clips.
I've skated it. I've skated my best super hungover.
Really?
I think it's because like
I
you're
haven't.
kind of out of your mind and you just don't give a shit,
Yep.
and you commit
Okay.
every fucking try,
Yeah.
and you're so loosey goosey you don't really get hurt either.
I think it kind of has to do with the approach too. Like you're hungover that morning, you're like, dude, who cares what we do today? But then you end up at a spot and you're just fucking around. Like
Yeah.
when you backside flip that flat cap, that like street one in Lansing, like that crazy like parking
park
garage
garage
one.
one,
Yeah.
The morning after Beer Olympics.
That was under 5 tries after a Beer Olympics game. Jesus. All right. Do you have a napkin?
Oh,
Shit
we
spilling
spilled.
everywhere. But
Yeah,
yeah, it was
there's-
after.
Stuff over there.
There's napkins
Was that the
in
night before you fell down the
in that
stairs
plastic
too?
bag.
Oh, dude.
I watched Dueweke. What I thought he passed away.
That
once.
plastic bag on the left. Nope, your other left. Yep. That plastic bag right there. There should be some napkins in there.
Yeah, you overfilled that shot and it's just leaking all over. There's like a laptop over here. I just don't want to get it all
There's like a
fucked up.
No, there's nothing in there.
Maybe we'll just use your shirt.
Just use that bag. Fuck it. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, why not?
That's a receipt paper.
Oh my god.
You think that's gonna soak up anything? It's a receipt paper.
No, push that back up to the ceiling.
So it's on this, there you
Yeah, how much Jubilee you had, dog?
This is Lucid.
I want
He's
some
been
of
letting
that.
thing. He's been
Well,
sucking that shit
why
down.
you came back with this?
I have a fucking receipt.
That doesn't soak, man.
Jesus.
There's no absorption properties.
Absorption.
Absorption properties. Absorption.
Yeah, it's all for fun. Don't forget it.
Yeah, good point. Yeah, one time I watched Dueweke actually die, but he was fine because he was so drunk. That might have been the night before. It was
So I'm
a Beer
saying,
Olympics, so.
You might be more accident prone, but you're not injury prone.
This story isn't that great, but just because we're on the topic, we were having a Beer Olympics one night, and it was like, early April, but it ended up snowing a little bit that night, so the house just got fucking soaked. like hardwood floors. Just everything is so wet from people walking in and out.
Beer
And
spillage.
Yeah,
That's what
that
it was.
too.
That's
Definitely
what it was.
a lot of that. And at the end of the night, we took out the carpet, right? We took out
Yeah,
the
we
carpet.
we would like take up all of our carpet and throw it in the basement
yeah.
just to preserve the household.
Yeah, and then at the end of the night, like all the homies, the good homies that were staying there and sleeping there, were like, "Oh, we should probably go get that carpet for comfort." In the moment, Zach took one step down into the basement, like steep, like student ghetto type stairs. If you've ever been like on any of those houses, and I swear, I'll never forget this. I was so drunk that night, but in that moment, I'll never forget how sober I got when he gapped like 3/4 of the stairs horizontally with his body. He like slipped. He was like in the air forever, and he just came down on like these jagged wooden stairs. He even had like one leg like up on the handrail when he landed. It was like a cartoon.
I like sacked a support beam.
I was like, initially I wanted to like laugh because it was so like cartoonish, but then like when it happened, I was like, "Fuck, we're bringing him to the hospital. Like people need to wake up. He's fucking dead." And then I just heard like him let out like a oh, and I was like, "Oh shit, he's fine." But we argue to this day, like it's kind of like how you hear about people like getting in car crashes drunk and they live because their bodies are like limber.
The drunk driver always lives. Bullshit.
Yeah, that fucked up shit. And I think that's why you were okay. You were just so drunk and your body like conformed to everything that was around it. But you were like in the air for like a second.
I think that there's science
sailing.
behind that. I think.
Dude, it was horrifying.
Probably.
I've never been more sober and then back to being drunk in like 10 seconds of my life. It's like,
Hey man, makes a good time.
yeah. Question real quick.
There's nothing to be ashamed
So
of.
I've done a lot of thinking when I went to the bathroom. And I was wondering.
What do you mean? We never went to the bathroom.
For sure. Who edits these? Is it you or
Yeah, it's
you
me.
do, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Steve.
I was thinking maybe you make us look really clever, cunning.
Wait, what? What do you mean?
Could you do that for us?
You mean like?
You know, like future employers, they're gonna YouTube our names. They do that now. That's a thing.
So
Well,
what, so
Me
you-
and Dueweke on the market, and
So
then they
you-
see this.
I don't want to work for no punk.
We've been
Actually, no. This will filter the real ones. Never
you
mind.
want
We've
code
been doing
names?
this since like January, and I got a job last month, so I
Yeah.
think we're all right.
All right. You know what? Whatever I just said, you're right. Fuck
Yeah,
that.
Hell, they
yeah. If we're
hired
trying
me
to
too,
filter,
so it's on you
nah, we
guys.
want to
Fucking
filter out
hoe.
the real ones. You're right.
So what are we doing here?
So you know how to play roulette, right?
Having a blast.
Alright.
Oh yeah.
Who's going first?
I'll spin this
yeah,
shit.
yeah,
You
yeah,
drop
yeah,
the
yeah.
ball in, whatever color and number you get, you gotta take a shot of whatever that is.
I want that Sheckler shit.
All right, you're
They
first,
want
bud.
that Sheckler stuff.
Oh no.
What are you doing?
Let's try to bring this home.
Okay then, watch the spinny.
Hold on, let me try to really. Okay, there you go.
Yeah. Looks like I got one.
Red
got him.
19. So
That's right in front of you there. Yep.
Ooh, is that 19? 19, 12. What's
I am
there's
so
more than one
fucking
number.
thirsty.
For the numbers.
There's more than one number on 'em. What does that mean?
Oh, there's just two.
They just serve us 2 cups.
Damn, this is a
Oh,
this is a
Are they
pain.
all on here?
there you go.
Yeah, they are.
That's red 19.
Should we all roll
This
and
is
then
that vodka,
take
isn't
shot at the
it?
same time?
No, we'll just take turns.
Why not? I think that'd be kind of. Oh, all
Nope.
right. He already
Okay,
took it.
yeah, we're past that.
Never mind.
What was that?
All right.
It was that fucking pink Whitney, dude. I knew I was gonna get that shit.
Literally right when we started,
God
he's like, I
damn
don't
it.
How
want it.
many of those did you pour?
All right, we're gonna have to edit the next like half of this podcast.
Do you guys ever notice as the podcast goes on, it just turns into a little bit more of a shit show?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, whatever.
Absolutely.
There's
Yeah.
no rules to this shit, dog.
I bet. No.
Got smoked.
Fuck it.
Redo that one.
You think?
Or not.
Yeah. Red
throw,
9.
Throw me a 9.
I think it's right in front of you right there.
Is that it?
2118.
There's a 9 and 30 right there.
Oh, right here. No,
Yeah.
right here. This looks like beer for sure, but
Yeah,
I'll let you
I
know
think
in
it
one
is, yeah.
second. Could be electric melon though too.
It looks too
Puddle water.
Oh, yum.
looks too fizzy.
No, it's Natter Day.
Yep.
All right.
Ain't mad at that.
Lucky.
Yeah.
You lucky, sad, sappy fuck.
Depression day.
Toss her in,
362.
bitch.
Is this the first time you brought this out? Hey.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. I'm
You're
honored.
welcome.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a bad one.
Red 27. What's all the red?
It's a bad one.
Red
That's
27.
it right there.
That might. That looks like Jubilee.
Jubilee.
That's
Jubilee.
That looks like
Yeah,
Jubilee as
baby.
fuck.
Jubilee and the Jubilee.
Lucky.
Jubilee ain't too bad.
Jubilee.
Yep. Nah.
Damn.
It's gonna be a good
Just
day at
put
work
it
tomorrow
somewhere.
for you.
Fuck yeah.
All right. Get to spinning.
All right.
Damn.
Toss her
That
in there,
shit
hey.
is sick.
Jesus. That wonderful rifle.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Ooh, red 5.
All right.
Is
What's
that
with-
anywhere?
It's Red Warden.
I know. I'm just. Oh.
Oh, red 5's right here.
Good point.
Oh, I know what that is.
That's the electric melon.
No,
That's
that's,
not-
that's
gotta
Pink
be.
Whitney,
I think that's
baby.
Pink Whitney.
I don't think it is,
Yeah,
is
it's
it?
a little pink.
That vodka?
No, it's not Pink Whitney. Because there's only
Yeah.
one. There's one Pink
Oh, you got
Whitney
the
in a
melon.
red, and there's one Pink Whitney in a black.
Oh,
Did we already get?
Oh.
Yeah, we did. Okay.
I got smoke code first tee.
Smoke out.
The fact that you called it too is pretty fucking funny. Red 7. What's with dude?
Red
What's with all the
7.
reds?
That's like lucky, right?
See it through.
I think so.
Yeah, that's beer. That's
Alex,
beer.
what if we? You got any Urban Dictionaries?
I actually have an Urban Dictionary about me.
No,
No, you don't.
I do. I swear to God.
like first and last name.
And this is gonna be so anticlimactic because I won't say what it is because it will hurt someone else or it'll taint someone's reputation. But I will say that if you come up to me, I'll tell you about it and I'll tell all you guys after. But I have an Urban Dictionary
Look in the
about me,
comments.
and the person who wrote it doesn't know it's about me, and I have no idea who wrote it either. None of us do. Like any of us that were part of like that moment don't know. We don't know who wrote it about.
Can you
me.
say what it is?
The term?
Yeah.
No, because it's so fucking obvious.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
sorry, and it's gonna be so anticlimactic, but
all right, that's
All
fine.
right.
What is a turd burglar?
Dueweke, what's a turd burglar?
I mean,
Dude,
in
I
a
don't
literal
fuck-
sense, it sucks.
I mean, dude, I got nothing going on in my gourd right now for the turd.
I'm so focused on Mad Dog.
He wants the shot.
I just don't really see why a turd would be that desirable
Yeah.
to burgle it. You know? Is this some kind of riddle?
Someone who steals a shit.
No, like
Oh, Urban
physically steals it.
Dictionary.
I mean,
Where's your mic, Adam?
what's that? Someone who steals a shit.
No,
That was my guess.
I've always heard it used in like a sense where like if you call someone like a douchebag or just whatever, it's like, oh, you fucking turd burglar or something. So, which is very like general. So
Nope.
I don't
Is it
really
the
have-
Hamburglar's brother?
nope. I'll still take a shot too, so it's fair. I'll take one.
I don't know. I just think of like your shit not coming out or something. Like you got a sneaky turd, you know?
You played yourself.
You do a lot of it, and it's just like one little.
Yeah, you just
but
got a
no.
little
It's
turd
been my
burglar.
life lately.
Yeah,
I think it's the booze.
The booze fucks your stomach.
Put a lot of work in, you get nothing out of it.
Yeah.
But no.
I'm so sick of that shit.
I'm beat.
Yeah,
I mean, I could only think of
Me
somebody
too.
that wants to, snatch a bird.
literally, yeah.
It's when you finally find an empty public restroom for a dump so massive that it requires complete solitude for the deposit, and then someone walks in.
My
So you're
college
like
career.
ready to fucking go, and someone walks in, and you're like, now I can't just fucking rip away.
Oh, yeah,
That's
that
a
is
part of
the
my
worst,
whole
yeah.
life. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Was there multiple
Never gonna
definitions
figure
on that,
that
or was
out.
like the first? Or how do you
Um,
always do it? I've always wondered that. Is it like 'cause
Anno-
some of
like
these
an
might have
annoying
more than
person who
one.
rudely interrupts you while taking a dump by either knocking or whatever.
Oh,
Okay.
a turd burglar.
That-
Okay,
that's
I get
good.
it.
That's
That
good.
almost
I like
makes
that
more
one.
sense.
That
When
one
we were
makes
in
sense.
Kelly's
sense.
for the
Yeah.
shorter shorts thing, everyone was just pissing door open like two stalls. So if you had to shit, like you were shitting
You're
door
fucked.
open.
Oh,
Yeah.
there's
Dude,
another
people
one.
kept trying to pee with me, and I'm not like that, dude. I'm too shy. Like, I'm not gonna cross streams with you.
In Quebec, it's also thought as the thief who follows the first burglar and the second burglar. So it's just like the who's picking up the scraps kind of
Right.
thing.
Mm.
What is a 5 dive?
All right, I'll take this one.
What?
Let me hit this real quick.
I mean,
I mean, that's just when you go 5 deep into whatever hole you choose.
5 dive.
That's
Not-
a 5 dive.
Not quite.
Oh, we're doing Urban Dictionary. Sorry, I thought we were talking about roulette terms. I was like, what the fuck are we talking about? right now? It's like I don't know this one. Sorry.
Well, Steve had to go ask fucking Area 51 shit.
We're just gonna go simple. A high five.
I'm
I
just
don't
kidding.
know. Yeah, bro.
What was the term? I'm sorry.
Five dive.
Five dive?
Below the waist.
Like a low five.
Below the waist, high five.
Yeah.
The first thing that comes to mind, just my mind, the same thing as you, is like 5 deep. We have 5 phalanges, five toes.
Like
whatever.
fisting
It's that
somebody.
easy. No,
Yeah.
no, it's like
Not
this.
fisting.
It's like this.
Oh,
You might enter
finger.
this way.
Okay.
Not like no. It's a whole different ball game.
All right, well, I think it is fisting.
Don't ask me. I don't know that.
That's
Yeah.
my guess. I think
What?
it is fisting.
Fair.
That's my guess.
No.
Okay.
Did you already know us too?
Huh?
Did you already know us too?
What do you mean?
Did you already say no to Dueweke and Zack?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So
It's the act of a stripper picking up a folded $5 bill off a man's face with her vagina.
Must be nice.
of course.
Yeah, obviously.
God,
All right,
I
spin
feel
that
Sounds
shit.
disgusting, actually. Ugh.
I'll just
You
ask him
would.
while we're doing this.
I would.
Yeah.
Just continually keep doing
I would not. I wouldn't really like it. I don't think.
Red 7 again, huh?
No black huh?
Dude,
Already
what
have
is
that.
with the black?
Something.
This shit's rigged.
Funky. This is like a Ouija board or some shit.
What is
Pin that on the next one.
what is pot beer?
Dude. Oh man, I've always wanted to use one of these things, but it's that fucking beer bong with the It's like it acts as a gravity bong. So as you chug the beer and it pulls the pressure through, you light the bowl on the outside of the beer. Okay,
And it acts as like a suction.
Well, that's not the answer, but it's
No,
like
it's
you
a bu-
know something so much.
You've
that's
seen the
like,
gadget though.
I-
As you chug the beer, it acts as a gravity bong and takes a weed hit. So when you're done chugging the beer, all that's left in the bottle is smoke, and then you smoke that shit.
I've never seen that.
We'll watch some videos.
The first thing,
We'll do some research.
again, I
Dude,
just take these so
that's
literal.
pretty sick.
Yeah,
All I'm thinking already is like a THC infused beer or something, which is way too basic.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
So-
what I'm thinking too. Like a weed beer. Yeah.
You got to think a little bit more outside
Yeah,
the box.
exactly. Just pot beer, right?
A random pot that is filled with beer and passed around a party and chugged. While being chugged, everyone chants pot beer.
Damn, that's what we
So
should
it's a
be doing.
celebration.
Pot beer, pot beer. Who the fuck makes these? That's literally the
Pot Mad Dog.
sentence. Pot beer.
Pot Dog. Pot
Pot
Dog.
Mad Dog is the fucking dream.
Pot.
That practically is our hangout.
Pot man.
Pop Mad Dog.
Pretty much.
You know, pot's a mad dog.
Mad Dog. MD.
Pot Dog.
The next election. MD 2020.
What is gay bacon?
Dude,
I've
that's
heard
when the
this one
bacon just
before.
be sticking on top of each other. You can't pull them apart. That shit is whack as hell. Twice as thick as the others.
No.
Gay bacon.
If we don't get a black one again.
What's up next?
Red. Oh,
What's with dude? I can't get one single black one.
Yo, something's sweet.
This thing fucking sucks.
Is there not a? Did we drink a Red 34 already? What's that other one right there?
Yeah, there is a Red 34 drank already.
No, gone.
Yeah, it's already gone.
Shit's rigged.
All right. So what's gay bacon?
Zach.
What Dueweke says has to be right, but I don't know. I'm just going along like some kind of pig fucking shit. I don't know. Like literally like pigs fucking and everything. But two
Well, you definitely went out of the box.
Two male pigs fucking is
Yeah.
kind of what I thought of. I don't know.
Or maybe when like your dick stuck to your leg.
No.
No.
I like that you would even think of that though. It's
Uh,
better than what I would think of.
Got nothing.
you gotta go.
Probably that
Just,
bacon that like curls up more than lays flat.
No. Like, that's good thinking. though.
That's not like straight.
Not bad.
Okay,
Bacon's
okay,
just
okay.
always
not
erect.
straight.
Like,
It's yeah.
It's gay shit.
That's good.
It's
Yeah.
the it's like those rainbow ass like Airheads strips or whatever.
Oh, I knew that,
I heard
dude.
that.
Damn.
Yeah.
The mystery flavors
Damn.
are really gay bacon.
Damn it, dude.
Dude.
It makes sense, but
I knew
would
that.
never have thought of that.
No.
At all.
I feel like I've heard that before too. Damn it.
Never
And that's
thought
not
of
even
that.
right. I don't know why they say that.
Yeah, yours is my favorite. Put that in as a secondary definition.
Right.
Okay.
Like this isn't politically correct anymore. It's actually.
What is a rainbow party?
See, it's like think outside the box. You
Yeah,
you know
you-
what it means.
Rainbow
Exactly.
party, yeah, just be a gay
It's
party.
a party where
Yeah.
a bunch of people are eating airheads.
No.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Dude, we're having a rainbow party right now. Look at all the colors.
You think I'm gonna put two Airhead answers in a row?
Yeah.
It's a type of party where several girls wear different colors of lipstick, then proceed to give one or more guys a blowjob. The multiple of colors
Wow.
left on each guy's penis resembles a
Because
rainbow.
that's a real thing.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
happened before.
Where are those girls at? Because I'm pissed that they're not here.
Phil had 3 colors of the rainbow on his penis.
Yeah.
Why would a Phil be there? Like, what am I doing wrong? Like, what
Yeah.
the fuck?
We got 2 Zacks here, but Phil's the one with
Yeah,
the
you know
rainbow on
Phil's
his dick.
balding.
You don't
and he's
deserve
fucking
that?
early
Yeah.
20s.
Pamela and Vicky
Pisses
waited
me
for him to
off.
get hard again before completing the rainbow.
Is it Pamela and who?
Vicky waited for him to get hard again to complete the rainbow.
Damn, that's good.
What is a Brentwood hello?
Brentwood?
That must be when
Sounds
you
like
meet
a-
somebody and instead of shaking their hand, you just shake their dick.
That's what they did in that county, Brentwood County.
Yeah, I've
I
never
don't know if that's
heard
a
of
place.
Brentwood.
I know, I just made that up.
I don't know. I just think of like when 2 white people see each other that don't know each other and they go like the head nod.
Oh, okay.
You know,
I
if
guess
if,
I'm
if you
fucked
know
up
somebody,
in the
you'll head nod up. If you
Yeah.
don't know somebody, you'll head nod down.
Yeah,
There's a lot of theories behind
No.
it's
that.
fucked up.
We can go deep into the head nods.
Nothing.
I'm blowing it.
Nope.
It's what is called when a woman wakes up a man by fellatio.
It's called Brentwood what?
All right, well, I guess I was closest then, right?
Yeah.
So you guys want to talk about this bar story or what?
Come on,
What's up, coward?
Warren. Warren has the full
Come on over.
recollection of it.
I'll beat your goddamn ass, you son of a bitch.
All right.
Oh yeah, what was the like one
I wanna
top
ask you
drunk
guys,
story
though.
that you have?
I want to ask you guys, like, what was one of like the most like shit show bar nights you've ever had?
Oh,
or
damn.
whatever
Bar
it may be?
nights?
Because
Oh,
for us, I don't know if it's the same for me and you, but that's mine for sure.
I've told mine on here before.
Oh, man.
The one night
Yes.
that I woke up spooning Greg Trevino.
Dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I
Brown
drank.
or not brown.
I drank like
Blue Leprechaun.
Blue Lab, yeah.
yeah. I went to Blue. Well, we went to like 3 different bars, and I drank like every like colored liquor you could drink. And
Bad idea.
long story short,
That'll do it.
woke up little spooning Greg Trevino and threw up all over his floor.
How long?
And
Was
I
he
was
rock
drunk.
hard?
I was drunk for
How long ago was this?
February, maybe 3 years ago.
Okay.
Nice.
And I was drunk.
You should,
I was
be proud of that.
I was hungover for like 3 days. Yeah.
That's like some record shit.
Yeah,
That's
it
not
was fucked
healthy.
up.
I feel like Mad Dog might get you there too.
You were only hungover because you didn't keep drinking.
Maybe. Yeah.
I was in Kalamazoo in 2012 for my 23rd birthday. Went to Papa Pete's with Alex Harris, Garrett, Trevino.
Papa
Trevino
Pete's.
again.
God, Trevino.
He's
Trevino's
a-
dangerous.
He's an arse
He's
dude.
He's a part of everyone's story.
Jim Fox and like fucking, we
Hell
were just
yeah.
drinking. I don't even remember. Like drink a shit ton of beer. We go back to what house was it? Fuck, Alex's. I think drank a whole fucking gallon of R&R basically. Like not myself,
Yum.
but majority of it. Like we're just passing it around.
R&R.
I'm on all fours, puking my brains out. Christian Geetson, aka Datsnair, comes walking up to the house. I'm on all fours puking. He's looking over at me like, what the fuck happened to you? Jim Fox carries me in the house like he's Jesus Christ. Lays me in front of the toilet to
He's a
puke.
small dude.
He is, but he carried me into the house so I
Great
could
skater.
sleep in front of the toilet because I was puking my fucking brains out.
That's R&R, baby.
Mr. Outpatient.
Mr. Outpatient.
Mr. Outpatient, yep. So I've actually never had a terrible bar night, but I got pretty plastered at a wedding. And it resulted in me getting out of the wedding, going outside, finding a trash can, and I conveniently picked one right outside the bar window. So everybody getting a drink could see me throwing up in this trash can.
Hell yeah.
And I remember the whole thing, never blacked out, but that was the running joke. Just like, oh yeah, dude puking in a trash can. I was just
Spectator
like, hey.
sport, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I was just like, hey, I'm what you don't want to be. So
Did you know that it was like? Did you look up and you're like, oh fuck, or
No,
did somebody tell you?
that was after the fact.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was just like, oh yeah, everybody could see me.
Right.
So I was just like, all right, that's a night.
I feel like I might have misspoken or is like a little bit misconstrued. I guess I could also, it could be almost synonymous with like.
No,
your
it's not
best
all
bar
bad.
night.
It's not
'Cause for
bad.
us, it was a fun
You guys
ass
went straight to
night.
bad night.
Yeah, I'm thinking. Yeah, that's like more like,
it's like-
you end up
I'm talking
just
like
goddamn
most
fucked
fucked
up.
up.
Most
Oh, I
maybe
see.
reckless.
I'm
reckless.
sorry. Yeah, this
I
is
was
maybe
thinking of
just,
mine at Vision
reckless
Lanes.
night.
I was having the time of my life though. I was
Dude,
like, I
this
was
kid
Here we go.
You guys
I
were
was- yeah.
you guys were bowling for a little bit there, like
Every
weekend?
Friday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, every Friday.
Yeah.
and I got super fucking drunk, and I don't even remember.
This kid couldn't even stand.
I don't remember most of the night, and
Good
I remember.
fucking shit,
He had
Hummer.
8
Okay.
frames left.
I remember we were like standing near, like the only part I remember. I do remember falling, but we were like at the end of the lane, or like right where you would throw your ball, and I just remember like stumbling back and just like sitting down in the ball return,
Yeah,
And
he like
then-
fell into the ball return.
and then
stumbling
and then I got
backwards.
got up and tried to like play it off, like no one saw that, and then like tried to sit down and almost missed the chair, and someone like
Yeah.
helped me out.
Looking like Bambi walking through the bowling alley.
You're lucky you didn't get onto the oil slick.
Yeah,
Real
right,
fucked.
yeah. The oil patterns were fucked there.
And I'm pretty sure the same night too, we came back to the house and Jay-Z was here, and they like
No, that
both-
wasn't the same night.
Was it not this? Oh, okay. Well, this is another good night. But Jay-Z and Alex both also, it was the same bowling alley though, and we came back and like both of them were like in the hallway, like using each other, like both walls to try to stay up.
No, I would
'Cause
use
they
It's
it
a
would
to
good
just
hallway for that, honestly. for
Yeah,
I remember
stability.
using it to sit down. I would like post
you
myself
can't
up
fall
against the
down
wall
that
and
way.
slide down it.
And then like Jay-Z like walked back out in the living room and fell and cut his head open on the fan that was in the
Yeah.
living room. Like, and Alex would laugh at Jay-Z because he fell, and then Jay-Z would fall, or Alex would laugh at Jay-Z would laugh at
Solid,
Alex
yeah,
because
yeah,
Alex would
best.
fall.
Jay-Z's like my favorite person to get drunk with, honestly.
He's
He was
drunk-
pretty
he's a
fried
drunk
last
bastard,
night.
yeah.
He was
He's
pretty
just funny.
plastered actually last night.
Yeah.
Jay-Z gets fucked up. He goes all out.
Fucking G.
Yeah, damn.
All right.
Oh boy. Do you
I don't know.
want me to start?
You guys have been postponing
This
this
is where you
story
take
for
the
far
mic.
too fucking
no,
long.
I think
This is where you take the mic and I can Assist
No,
here and there.
well, that's the thing. Actually, there's a moment where like our paths kind of stray in this story. So there's part of something that you need to tell once we get to it.
I think you just need
Dude,
to
is
start.
that true?
Yeah,
And
let's go,
I might
baby.
pass it. I might pass the
Wiki's
mic.
like, I'm so confused right now.
Hypothetically,
fine.
I'll pass the mic over to you maybe at that moment, and
Just-
then I'll finish my side too. But okay. And anyways, they threw a $5 cover at our face, so I'm already going in there just like bitter. We get in this place. I think we all order a drink, and morale's looking low. We're all like, damn. We thought we had like high expectations for this night. Nothing's going well. We're just like sitting around, kind of sipping our first beer that we bought. And then we kind of wander over, and on the left side of this bar, there's like a bar that's only used on when there's a lot more traffic, like on busier nights.
Oh,
This is
yeah.
a Thursday, and I mean, how many?
There was a slow escalation up to that point, though.
What's that?
Well, we were like, all right, let's start to like cause some mayhem. So we started off easy. It was around Christmas time or some shit. I don't know.
It was Halloween. It was a blow up dummy. Is that what you're getting at?
What? Yeah, we started with low key ruckus.
I thought I'd cut that part out.
Whatever. Yeah, you're right.
But it didn't do enough. It didn't make up for the
It
cover.
was not that satisfying.
It didn't do enough. It was like, yeah, all right, that's
We didn't get caught, so
Yeah, we didn't get caught. It wasn't fulfilling. I don't know. So anyways, we're over by like this secondary bar that they have, and it's right by this dance floor, and we're just sitting there like leaning up against it drinking, and then one of our buddies reaches around and grabs the tap, and I think I even remember saying like, it's not gonna be on, dude. They're not fucking dumb. Like, they're not gonna leave these taps on all night. And he hits the fucking tap and it turns on. Suddenly like
Liquid
everything
gold.
changed. It was liquid. Everything changed in that moment. So it starts out we're all discreetly kind of like looking around at first, like we're not that fucked up, so we're like doing the old reach around, like filling our beers and like being really like secretive about it. Eventually, like as we keep drinking, it goes from that to like whose turn is it to man the bar, and people are just walking around behind the bar. And one of our buddies, I'll never forget, it was like his turn suddenly, and he's behind the bar just like filling up pint glasses, and he'd hand it but leave this tap on, and it's just like water falling behind this bar. It's like, I should also mention these are all like not domestic or any kind of like company
Like
beers. These are
craft
like
beers.
These are beers they
Craft
brew. These are
brews.
nice beers.
Fuck.
And it's just running all over. You can hear it hitting the ground, even like between like the dance mixes that are going on like on the dance floor. And I'm like dying at the thought of it. But yeah, we just keep like progressively getting more drunk, and eventually it's like, whose turn is it to be bartender? And now we're filling up pitchers back there. And I also failed to mention, for some reason, every time we got done with a pint of beer, we would just throw it. we would play like, you ever see like that root beer game like in the 80s where you just like take it and you slide it down the end of the bar until like,
Yeah.
and if you slide it too far it shatters.
Yeah.
We did that with every beer. Every time we grab a pint glass from the back, because we were going around just grabbing pint glasses out of like the cupboards and shit, and just
You're not
off
gonna
the
tell them
bar.
how you were profiting off.
I'm
the
gonna get to it.
ignorant
Chill.
motherfucker.
I'm getting to it. The story builds.
He's building up to it.
Yeah. So God, sounds awful. We were just whipping every fucking pint glass behind that bar, and
was
then when
the
we
night of
go
broken
back
glass.
around, yeah, it was the night of broken glass. When we go around to like get them more beer for our homies, it was like crunch, crunch, crunch. Like, it was like fucked back there.
Yeah.
And then it gets to the point where like we're back there so heavily that people are coming up like, hey, do you mind if I get a beer? And I'm like, dude, no, we're actually not open or whatever. And then one of our buddies like, why don't you say yes and take some money? And I was like, you're right.
You're right.
So now I'm back there and like this couples are coming up and shit, and I'm just playing it off like people always try to hand me a debit card. I mean, yeah. So I'm like, oh yeah, actually like the bar, like I can come back here because I work here, like I can grab beer and like I'll give you one if it's like cash, but we can't take cards right now. We're not like technically open or whatever. And people are like super understanding, so they're pulling out cash, and now I'm taking people's like money. Not that I came out with a big profit, but I definitely came out with some money. And then eventually like this one couple came up to me and they're like, what do you guys want? And I pour them their beers and I give it to them, and he hands me a card. And I'm like, oh yeah, like I've been saying all night, like no cards tonight, just cash, not really open. And then he's like, we don't have any cash. And I'm like, you know what? They're on me. I'm the man. so then, but after we're doing this, I'm also going around back to like the bar where you sit, and I'm sitting there drinking it, and we're all just like hanging out again. And I turn around and I see this kid's beer that I just gave him for free, and I'm like, fuck this kid. So I grab his full beer and I just throw it across the bar, like into it. And the kid like looks at me kind of, and I kind of turn my shoulder, but he can't be mad. I gave it to him for free. Like, he can't be mad at me. So
Dude, he acted like that never happened.
did. We all
He turned
did.
around and he was like, oh, fuck it.
But
Like,
I-
never
yeah,
even like
he couldn't blame me. I gave it to him for free.
did
Right.
anything.
But also, what's going through his head? He's like, this kid gave me a beer, and then after
Better
two
not-
sips, he
I better
like,
not
threw it at
fuck
the
with this
wall.
guy.
So, anyways, at this point, like, yeah, that's kind of what's going on. Oh wait, I skipped a part. In the midst of all this, while this is like really going on, our friends are kind of dancing too, and one of our buddies is on the dance floor. And he starts grinding probably with someone's girlfriend or something because we almost all got in a fight that night too. Like,
No,
do you
it's
remember?
because he did the tough guy thing.
Oh,
When you're walking next
yeah, you did.
to
You're right. Fuck.
another male specimen,
The shoulder.
and you're like, I'm not gonna move for him, so I'm gonna fucking shoulder pump the fuck out of it. That's what happened.
Totally avoidable.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, our buddy
avoidable.
was. Yeah, I mean, yeah, like I said, they were free that night. What are you gonna do?
It was all
Gave
for
him a
fun.
shoulder, and like immediately in that moment, like you're gonna come to your homie's back. So we like grab this dude and like throw him against the bar, and like there is a lot of people working that night. I can't believe we didn't get caught either. Like it was not that busy in there. It was a Thursday, but still.
Cannot
Anyways,
believe it went on this long.
yeah, dude, this is like 3 hours in. Also, we've been there for like 3 hours doing this shit, and also, yeah. So the bartender or the servers and people like all come over and they're like breaking up like this what could have been fight, and we're like, yeah, like what. This guy like fucked up, and they kick him out, and not us.
Yeah, they
So
did
we
not
can-
kick us out.
They didn't kick us out, so yeah, we just keep doing the bartending gig. And at one point now, this is going on for a long time, pictures after pictures, and I'm like, I better go to the bathroom and steal a light bulb. Because earlier that day, Dueweke shot one out with an airsoft gun, or like earlier that week in your house. So I was like,
lighting.
I gotta help the homie out. So I go into the bathroom, and this is where our past divulge here. This is where like you go into something else. I go into the bathroom to get a light bulb. I like have and like it's constant traffic, so I can't like wait till there's like a low point, and I have I'm like fuck, there's everyone in here, and there's a guy peeing next to me at the urinal, but I step up on the urinal, and I'm unscrewing this light bulb, and it just drops and shatters. And this kid next to me, like he's like peeing, and he just looks at me, he's like, dude, you want to grab another one? And I was like, you're absolutely right. So I step over his urinal, I'm unscrewing his. And then I put it in my pocket, and then I'm walking out, and like all the boys are gone. I'm like, maybe they're out doing something. Maybe they're dancing. I don't know. I'm not really the dancing type. You guys were. So I was like chilling at the bar, posted up, like drinking this pitcher that we had full. And I finally hit you up, and you're like, yeah, I finally got kicked out. Like the homie got caught grinding on a server, and they kicked us out. That's what it finally took after hours.
Right.
And I was like, I'm going to grab one more for the road. So I go back around the bar one more time, stepping on all the glass and shit. And I fill up one more pitcher, and I'm walking out with it, and I put it in my jacket. And I just walk out, and all the bouncers are like, hey, like, thanks for coming. Have a good night. I was like, hey, man, you too, man. Thanks for having us.
a full picture.
And I have like one of those, like, not like a windsuit, like button up, like whatever the fuck those jackets are, like skater.
Yeah,
Yeah,
windbreaker,
windbreaker
yeah.
jacket. And I just like have my arm out like this, like it's broken practically, like putting it against my side. And then I meet up with you guys in the parking lot, and we chug that thing. And that's really, I guess, is the whole thing. but-
That's insane. What the
Oh,
fuck?
dude, you fucked me up.
What happened when I went to the bathroom for you guys?
So, my roommate at the time, what the fuck did he do, dude?
Well, he shouldered the kid initially. He
Oh,
was
yeah,
the one who
yeah,
almost
yeah.
got us in the fight.
Yeah, so we almost got back into a fight, and then the one of the workers came and was like, "Okay, you guys are like obviously fucking up." Like she found out that we were jacking beers and breaking glass and shit.
She did find that out?
Dude, she was not dumb. Like I cannot.
Well, they must have been. They were
I
walking
can't
around
live
all
my life
night
and think that these servers
and
did
none of
not
them saw
know
us
what
for
was going
hours.
on.
It was almost stupid.
Called him out for that shit. He was like, "Oh damn, I feel really bad. Here's $20." It's like I'm gonna head out.
Oh.
$20 for
$20.
hundreds of beer.
She probably pocketed that
Yeah,
shit.
so,
Built on the floor.
Basically, what he was saying was, "Here's $20. Don't fucking say anything, you motherfucking."
Well, here's okay. Let me add a little bit onto this story. So the next night, this one, yeah, again, it was a Thursday, and the next night, like our homie Jay was coming. Finally, it was like supposed to be a skate trip, and Friday comes along, and like we're skating that day. Whatever happened, Jay ends up coming over, whatever, and it's all irrelevant. We go to the bars that night, and we're like, should we go here or here? And everyone's like, let's just go to this bar. And I'm like, well, we just did there last night. Are you kidding me? You guys went back. I was too afraid, honestly, and nothing happened out of it. But I was so fucking scared for a second there. I'll be
Yeah.
honest.
That's
I
fucking
mean, we made
gnarly.
like hundreds of dollars worth of damage, but
Dude, you don't gotta put
like
it
nobody
Whatever.
like remembers faces there. Like it's just a dark place. One of my homies was ordering a beer at the bar and just was pissing under the bar while he was ordering his beer.
What?
And yeah, that's some of the most gangster shit I've ever fucking seen.
That's casual, yeah.
You guys got any shit coming out anytime soon?
Music? No.
Anything?
Actually, yeah. Since I've moved up to the UP, I've actually been like taking the place of like filmer again.
Oh, yeah?
I grew up being like the kid in our neighborhood or in our scene, I guess you could call it. It was like a small skate scene in the UP for sure, but some really good skaters came out of there. And I was like the guy who always like would film like the full lengths and shit like that. But then
Mhm.
obviously I moved to KZU and like everyone else took that role, like Dave and Jay and shit like that. But since I've moved back and I have like a decent camera, I've actually been kind of taking that role again. So right now I'm filming, I guess, kind of a part.
Right
And I'm
on.
also like filming a bunch of UP. Like I'm trying to like
Snow
maybe
skate a lot
display.
still?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah.
So we were talking to Dave about it a couple weekends ago, and I've never done it, but like part of me doesn't still understand.
Me
it.
and Dustin tried
'Cause he was
it a
telling us a
little
bunch of
bit.
shit.
That shit's fucking hard, dude.
Honestly, with snow skating, that was something I actually picked up first before skateboarding. So it's kind of strange. I mean, winters.
I
Honest?
Oh, okay.
I always
Yeah.
thought it wasn't like around that long.
It has. Well, it's been around since 1998.
Hmm.
I didn't
you-
get into it in till 04, 05.
Did you first ride a Premiere board or like
Fuck
World
yeah.
Industries or
It's Premiere board.
Premiere?
I had a Premiere plastic, and that's the first thing I ever kickflipped on before
a Phil
skateboarding.
Smudge board?
Hell
That's
yeah.
kinda
Nah.
gnarly.
Not Phil didn't have a board till 07, 08. Yeah, I'm a huge snow skate nerd, but yeah, I'm still doing the snow skate thing. It's I don't know. It's
Don't you guys go on a trip pretty much every year for it too? Like,
It
like a
depends.
pretty big one.
well, it was kind of funny because when Dave and I were living together in Kalamazoo, we kind of planned like an annual snow skate trip. So all
Yeah.
the dudes would come and just like clog up our apartment, like can't walk,
Oh,
anything
yeah.
like that. But we
Mhm.
loved it. It was the best thing ever. Since then, like kind of as you age and shit like that too, like everything kind of gets more spread out. Where now the snow skate trips are more like, can you make it? We're doing this kind of thing, or
Yeah.
maybe these people have the time to do it. But yeah, I'm still doing the snow skate thing heavily, whether it be like locally with a filmer that I can find to film me, or
Yeah.
if it's a trip or whatever. But yeah, I'm still definitely doing it.
Oh yeah.
I'll have a full part coming out this fall actually. So
Oh, yeah.
Ambition is putting out another video. We've been doing them every other year at this point,
Yeah.
because now the winters they've been fucked. Like unless you're up north pretty
They've actually
far,
been pretty kind of warm.
dude. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. When I lived down here for the last how many winters, and if it snows, you have to like try to get it in. But now that I don't know, it's been really hard for a lot of people to film, like because the winters have been so short, or like
Because a bunch of my friends and I always play pond hockey, and that's been a struggle too.
Yeah, I'm
but
sure you've
like,
noticed
because
it.
I mean that if it doesn't freeze, we're fucked. But
Yeah.
like, you can probably still get a couple days. Because
Exactly.
Dave was saying that like if it's like slushy and shit, that's like
Terrible.
it's a wash.
yeah, I've got this guy into snow skating. He actually fucking rips. He got into snow skating the last few years that I was living.
Done
there.
one kickflip.
He did multiple. Nah, he's good at it, yeah, but I mean, the last few seasons are just like hit or miss, and
Yeah.
it's funny because initially when Dave and I were living together, like it was like you said, like the snow skate trips that we would have, it was like it was a for sure thing. Like, okay, where are we doing the trip? Like, plan it and it's
Yeah.
happening. Now it's like, hey, you guys actually can't come. We don't have snow. That's
Damn,
fucked.
yeah.
Oh
that-
shit!
that
Yeah, I didn't
sucks.
even think about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even if it is like, we have snow. Guess what? It's also like 30 to 40 degrees. That's awful conditions.
What does that do for
Yeah,
it?
talk to
though?
him about
It makes
conditions.
it slushy, right?
God, I could write you a novel.
Tell
on
people how to like, make snow
conditions.
skating more enjoyable, because a lot of people they buy the snow skate and they go out and they just have the worst
It
time.
Yeah,
sucks for
well,
them.
'Cause they
because
probably
me
go out in
personally,
that.
Dustin and I bought one, and bought a Dave Hendry one, and
Support them.
fucking we would just go to like schools and skate like the plastic like lining of like
That's
the
the
playgrounds.
best fun you're gonna have, though.
You know what I mean? But it was like, but like the snow was different, but I didn't think about that. So there was definitely some of them I was like, damn, I suck at this.
Yeah.
But then I would go to other places and be like, oh, I think I figured it out. And then like another day,
You
I'm
know,
like, fuck, I don't think I did. Like
that even just could
You know,
have
I
been the
was
day
thinking
you
about-
were snow skating. though.
Right, yeah.
It can be spot dependent too, but with snow skating, like he was just kind of saying, it literally depends on, first of all, the weather. How warm is it? If it gets warmer, you're not going to have any grip. The snow's going to be slower.
right.
Just all, man, it's
Oh,
such a
yeah.
conditional
Yeah.
thing. Every day is different. You can also like snow skate a spot, and then like since you leave grooves all over and just like weird little like things that ice over, you come back to that spot and you can't even hit it again. It's just so
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
problematic.
Yeah.
And I don't mean to talk shit on it, but it is. It's like something you have to like figure out every day and work with, even beyond skating, like way beyond a skating spot.
Dave was saying like there's a bunch of times he's gone out and like shoveled a spot out and then they would like finish shoveling and get kicked out.
No, dude, so many times we're like.
I'd be so pissed.
Sometimes I feel like they're watching, like wait till he gets done shoveling out the
yeah,
spot.
you just show that.
Because we'll
thanks,
shovel out the
thanks,
spot.
but now you gotta
Yeah,
go.
like sometimes we'll shovel out the spot and then put like fresh snow on it because the snow that's already there is like stale or like it's not as fast.
Right.
So we'll shovel out the whole spot down to the cement and then put like fresh snow from like a snowbank or somewhere we find in like on the grass. Sometimes I literally think people watch like, let them go. They're shoveling it off, and then the moment like we're done, about to put the new stuff on, like, all right, you guys got to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Like, get the
Did they
All
work
right, you
for
just
him?
put it back on. Fuck.
So I heard if at a spot salt is already thrown down,
You're
screwed.
fucked.
Like you cannot revive it.
You're right. It like I don't know if I want to say like it dehydrates the snow, but it like does something to it where your grip will be fucked up, and also it makes the snow so much slower. So even if you like,
I would assume your feet would slip more.
they do. Even if
Yeah.
you have like extreme grip, which is like those studs, like those metal studs on top of the board, it still will fuck you up. I don't know why it does that, but even if like you were to shovel the spot out and then put fresh snow on it, it's almost like all that salt is like on the cement already.
It
so
like does its job.
yeah,
you know?
it does it. Yeah, like sinks
Yeah.
into the cement and shit. And it like permeates all the cracks and stuff, and then you're just, I don't know.
Yeah.
The spot's fucked.
I think Dave told us it like makes it, or it becomes almost like a paste.
It does.
So
yeah.
you can't really,
Yeah.
you can't get grooves in it or anything.
It's so strange. Yeah. Ultimately, it just slows it down, and your grip's fucked. If a spot's salted, like, just don't. I guess don't even try it. I mean, you can try and just like be bummed out. I've done it time and time again. He has too, but it'll fuck your snow skating experience up like big time.
Yeah. If ambition was to turn you pro, what would your graphic look like?
I don't even know.
You haven't thought about it?
I don't know.
Do they
I really
get
don't.
you get a say?
Not your truck.
Do
or
I get a
something.
say? No, I definitely get a say. I mean, like all
Should be
the
you pissing into the sink of your truck.
It
I
should
would
just
accept
be
that.
your van.
It should just be him smuggling the picture.
Yeah, your
out.
van. I mean, yeah.
The van's a good one,
Didn't
but
they already do that with
yeah,
Josh
yeah.
Oaks?
So our buddy, actually, yeah, the whole van idea even wasn't like the whole idea came from him, but our
yeah, I
buddy
was
Josh
wondering
Oaks.
that. Like, I feel like that was Alex's question. Is like, why did you?
Why the van?
More like why
Why
the
are
van?
people doing that?
the van thing.
You guys
I
just
mean,
went piss jug mode.
Freedom, baby.
I feel like it's definitely become a more of like, I wouldn't say an epidemic, but it's more common nowadays with like people of our age. But for me,
Midlife crisis.
yeah, that definitely
Quarter life
Quarter-life
crisis.
crisis.
Even people just being in debt and shit, they're like, I gotta get the fuck out of this. If I just live in a small space and like don't pay rent,
Yeah.
make it work. But our buddy Josh Oaks, who also writes for Ambition,
Yeah.
like a bunch of other companies, amazing skater. He actually did the van thing first before me and Zach, at least. And I would spend so much time with him on snow skate trips, and like I would ride in his van, and I was like, man, this is like a great concept. And he would talk about why he liked it and stuff. So at that moment, I was working IT at a hospital, and I was like making okay money, so I was saving it up, and I was like towards the idea of doing that. So that's just how that came about. Talking with him and being like, you know, I'm gonna do this too.
Mhm.
And then Zach, I don't know, he had the same interest, I guess. I don't know. And you beat me to it for sure.
I got my inspiration from not only Josh Oaks, because he was,
Yeah.
but my brother like lived out of a van for like 2 years.
I forgot about that. Yeah, his
He-
brother Ben's a rock climber. So
He did that.
was-
Yeah, he did that pretty early on.
yeah. Which is, I guess, a
And
very common
I always
thing.
I always
for
would
rock climbers.
talk mad shit. I would just tell him
Really?
he
I
was
feel
a
like
kook.
you'd be all about it.
Not when he first did it. Like I was still a little younger, and I was like, "Damn, you're just a huge
You're a
fucking
fucking
faggot."
loser.
No, I'm just kidding. My bad. But nah, it
Just
was
look down upon him for it or whatever.
no. I was just like, I don't know, just cracking jokes. You know, the predator jokes, the piss joke jokes, all
the
that type
classic
of
ones
shit.
we get now, yeah.
But then I grew up and I was like, damn, it's actually pretty
Yeah,
dope sick.
It's practical in ways,
Pretty
and it makes
dope
sense.
sick.
I mean, I was able to travel the
sicky.
whole fucking nation off of a fucking $1. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
And it was really easy and it was super convenient.
Yeah.
Where's your like your favorite place you?
West Texas.
Yeah.
Texas is tight.
West Texas
border
is
sucks.
so sick. Lawless.
The border sucks.
Texas, they're kind of almost like they're kind of like an international.
well, when you
border.
take the highway, I forget what
Like,
highway
they'll
it
check you
is,
for
right
like
down
drugs
there.
and shit. Where no other state boundaries do that. When we were on tour and shit,
If you're
we'd always
within
have that.
100 miles of the border, they're allowed to do highway patrol checks.
Yeah.
To where you go through these highway checks, and if they're open, you have to fucking go through and talk to customs, even though you're in U.S.
Yep.
driving
Right.
to
Yeah.
U.S.
That's weird.
That's
as long
my,
as you're within 100
Yeah.
miles of the border.
That's my only complaint about that area.
And I was like super fucking stoned going through one of those, and I was like, oh man, like I did not know this existed. Fucking- But it was super easy. The first one I ever did, they just wanted to look in the back of the van and make sure that it didn't have any people back there.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, yeah, it's just me.
Yeah,
And then
just me and some
then,
piss jokes.
that was the one I was super
Those little
stoned for.
items.
Right.
And then the second one, they were like, "Are you a U.S. citizen?" I say yeah.
I
And
say
then
yeah.
They said okay,
Okay.
and that was that.
Yeah, I noticed that too. I threw all my weed out the window, and then we got there, and they
That's
were,
what my brother did. He
I re-
wasted like a
yep.
whole half ounce. He
I
threw
didn't
it
wa-
all out the window.
I just threw a few grams out the window and like a one hitter. But
There's probably so much weed on like the ground a
Right
mile
there.
before the fucking stop
Right.
station.
Yeah.
but that's the
Oh,
thing. I realized they're looking for like people who are illegally coming to the country and shit like that. But I didn't understand
makes
that
more sense.
because everyone in the van was convincing me like, dude, you better throw out your weed.
Need a light?
Yeah, you got one?
Yep.
All right, don't forget it. Thank you.
What do you got brewing up over there, Alex?
If you flick an ant,
Jesus.
how far do you think that was for him?
Dude, ants could take over the world if they only knew it.
Exactly.
Fucking fruit
There's
flies can
like
take over the world.
what's the ratio there's
There's like a
fucked.
million
Yeah.
ants per human.
Yep, it's something like
Yeah,
that.
it's fucked.
What?
Mm-hmm.
But I always wondered that.
You've
Like,
seen like how they whenever they're like a flood hits, they all like join fucking arms and like make
Hold
a fucking
on.
raft and like
And
support
their
the
body
queen.
strength is fucked too. They can
It's
they can like
fucked.
lift like 500
I'm
times their
telling
body
you,
weight.
ants
That's a
could
way
kill-
off number.
Ants could
but
take over the world.
something like that. Yeah, ants are nuts. What was the
100%.
question?
That is kind of crazy though. Like,
How far does he go?
picture there's an ant on this table and you flicked it off the table.
That's
Like-
all scaling. You got to understand like what that is to us and then
Like,
Like,
wow.
let's say you're at
yeah.
Peter Preston's house, your old house.
My house.
Do you flick him to Davis Park or something like that? Like, how far is?
For them, it probably even more for them.
That's what I'm wondering.
If we're scaling it down to their
They're
body
used to it,
size,
though.
yeah. Yeah. Well, it's funny though because you can drop
That's
them
normal
from-
for them.
You ever think about like how their weight plays a part? You could drop them from that height and they're fine, but we'd
The
fucking
terminal
die.
velocity is
We-
not
yeah,
that
yeah.
great.
That's what it is. Exactly.
Like what's the height
Physics.
that you could drop an ant that kills it?
That's what I'm saying.
No height.
Could never. Yeah. Could
No
it
height?
never?
You don't think so?
No height is tall enough to kill an ant.
No
Is
way.
that physically proven?
I'm telling you, they are wrapped in armor. They will fuck us. They will
It
take
will
over
be
the
our-
world.
It will
But I
be our
mean,
downfall.
but then we can just step on it and it dies. But like,
Yeah.
I can throw it off.
True.
But I can throw it off my house.
Easy.
How does that work?
house for sure.
Fucking
You can throw it off the Empire State Building and it'll
Grav-
survive.
gravity's a lie.
I mean, you ever watch Ant Bully?
Good point.
Yeah, you don't mess with ants.
Do not.
Have you ever seen ants with a
Do
Z?
Uh,
It's like
Oh,
Bugs
yeah.
Life with swears.
Damn.
True.
Ants was way more badass.
It was.
Yeah.
I'll drink some Jubilee on
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I'm getting too stoned, dude. I gotta get some fucking
I'll have
Jubilee
to-
in my system.
I'll have to look
right
up the
back,
fact
baby.
and give it to you. But
If we don't
there was
finish that.
there was something I saw that was like how many seconds or time it would take to watch every episode of The Simpsons. I can't remember what it was.
They're on
It
over
was-
season 30 at this
It was
point.
something
yeah.
fun.
Yeah,
started
did
in
you see,
89.
It would
uh,
take, or no, they said if it was like
No,
every day.
I think I know what
it
Corey's
was
gonna say.
every,
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
every day.
Because they're over 365.
FX did it though for a second there.
Yeah, they're over 365 episodes, which it would
Yeah.
explain why they haven't aged that much.
Because every
It's
episode
only
is just
been-
one day.
Because
Yeah.
it's only been
If
Yeah.
we're
about
going
a
off
year.
that prime, yeah.
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 Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
Mhm.
Thank you for that.
Because I always think about South Park. They've been in 4th grade for the last
Yeah.
23 years.
Yeah.
They went from 3rd to 4th though, like in the 4th season, and then it's been the same. Have you noticed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Did
they
they
had that
really?
like they had that
Yeah.
like
I didn't
really
know that.
crazy intro
Yep,
where it
with the
says 4th grade. Yeah.
exactly.
This Jubilee's
But
almost. Wait,
telling
were you
you
in
guys?
skating
over-
terms,
Yeah. Did you guys like elaborate
fan.
on the skating?
shit, you did to some extent about how. Well, we said how like you got one of my favorite
Yeah, no, well,
tricks
that's what I was saying. How it
of yours. But
makes me skate better. I mean, which just sounds like some stupid fucking
it does, but I
alcoholic
agree.
shit, but it's not true.
You know when you wake up almost brain dead from a hangover, and it
Good.
almost helps you skate because you're not thinking beyond the fact of like the moment,
Exactly. Yeah, you have like a
or
short-
maybe you're not
short
thinking
mind.
at all. Like like
Or you
I'm.
just don't really care. You're just like whatever. I'm just gonna fucking pop this trick, flip it around.
Yeah.
And fucking land on
It's
it.
also almost like I don't
easy.
give a shit if I slam type
Yeah.
thing. It's like I'm just whatever.
You're
Yeah.
probably
In a
just
day.
you're probably
And-
just
and you're-
skating. You're not thinking
you're
about
skating.
it.
Exactly,
Yeah.
and I'm a
Yeah.
really like conscious skater. I like fix up spots, sweep all the rocks. It fucking like impedes.
When you're hungover, none of that matters.
It doesn't, but then I'm hungover and I'm like I kind of go into it with a mindset where I'm goofing around, and sometimes that works out for the better.
Yeah.
Actually, that night after I got my first line, I got one of my favorite
tricked the
lines
next
for a
day?
dirt video.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's with that Smith flip line.
What?
But Farmer's Market or
I filmed it?
Farmer Jack. Yeah, you filmed it.
I remember now.
Farmer Jack.
I filmed a couple Smith flips. That's why I was confused.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Remember
that's the only
the
trick
first
I
one,
fucking
middle
know.
ledge?
Fuck that
Anyway.
trick. Yeah. I
What
did.
about skating drunk though? Because I feel like I'm terrible at
There's
that.
a fine line with that.
Yeah.
I think everyone can agree that's like.
Skating drunk is not as good as skating hungover. I'm
Well,
telling you.
no, of course not.
But yeah.
Okay,
I
well,
mean,
skating hungover.
but
You
skating drunk,
got to get into
it
it
helps
too.
until it's just like playing pool. Like you hit your prime when you're at the bar.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you fucking completely lose it.
Well,
Yeah.
also people talk
Like
about
you
the
have
idea
one
of
more
like.
beer and you can't hit
Here's
a
the
shot.
thing. If you drink
Same
then
thing.
skate, or if you drink while you skate, that's a whole different thing too. Like, let's say I have
Oh,
like 3 beers
100%,
while
yeah.
skating, and I'm
Yeah.
already like in that mentality, or you drink then skate, and you're already going in a little bit.
Because then you
buzzed.
stand it. Well, yeah.
Mm.
Because I have like 2 good examples for that. Is like, there was one time me and Randy Smith like went to the bar and we drank all night, and like at 2:00 we tried to bomb a hill and like couldn't even stand on our boards,
No,
right?
Seen
bad,
that time
bad.
and
time
That's
again.
not, that's not the
But
kind of
then,
drunk skating
but then
you
there's
gotta
like,
do.
but then there's like the times where like we would drink, we would like go bowling, and like you would drink, and like the second game of bowling you felt good because you were like loose, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, and then like the third game you're just throwing the ball around because you don't fucking know what the fuck
Just
you're
throwing
doing.
it in other lanes.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
you're trying too hard on the first one, and the second one you're just like, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, same
You're like,
skating.
"Ooh, I'm drunk and loose." Yeah.
There's a window.
So
for
yeah,
sure.
it's like if you're especially if you're like already drinking and then you try to stand on your board, like forget it.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Dude,
Yeah,
hungover
what
I've
was,
skating, dude.
You like, yeah. I feel like I've also
Honestly,
seen
that's
you
the only
fucking
reason I
slam
drink.
hungover. Do you remember that
The only
time
reason I
he
drink
tried to
is to skate
Wally
good.
pole jam like this little handrail that like went up a little like 2 stairs, some shit?
I remember that.
Okay, there's this handrail that you could
Probably
actually
one of the
skate
worst
up.
times
It
in
like
my
starts
life.
at a knee height, and it's a very small handrail. You can go up it though in Kalamazoo. In the beginning of it's like rounded, so you could jam 50 up it, and no one was filming. And we kind of look at Dueweke. I know we were drinking heavy the night before. He hits, and usually he's good at. I mean, you're good at pole jamming up rails, but the moment he hit it, he kind of got stuck and just went right into the stairs,
Ugh.
and his whole like shoulders got ripped open. I laughed really hard though.
I like
I'm-
flipped out toe side on the rail and like flipped over, like tore my head on the other side of the railing.
I just
It was
remember
like a
like
handicap rail.
I remember watching your shoulder stop it though. Like your head was like over the stairs and your shoulder was in them.
I still have the
It was like-
scar, dude. Like on the shoulder right there.
It was
Yeah.
such a funny slam.
Damn.
No freckles there.
God damn.
Damn.
Yeah,
So-
what was probably your most productive, tipsy, drunks, session?
Or even you're hungover. Like,
Dude,
you said
or
the
even
so
one
many
hungover,
night.
multiple
yeah.
times. Even this morning, today.
Yeah, well, you guys made it
That was
work.
sick, dude.
Hey, you guys
I,
went.
I went to
the
the spot. I
Harrison?
didn't even have to warm up.
It was raining. but we
Instantly
went
just started
to-
hitting shit without even trying. Kickflip this, tray flip that.
Yeah,
It was sick.
we watched Slap 1 in a Million with Forrest Edwards, and we got
It's
so
amazing.
fucking hyped.
You harness your inner Forrest Edwards. and
Not
you
even
fucking-
trying.
Dude, Forrest. There he goes. Oh,
You
Jubilee's
go.
What did I gotta
gone.
say?
Any UP story, the aqueduct.
Clearly, that's the fan
The
favorite.
what?
Wait,
the
hang
acid
on.
Chapel Beach.
Hang on, guys. Yo, I got.
Oh fuck!
Tons of different stuff.
I got a question.
What?
Where's the electric one?
Where'd the puddle drink go?
So I'm just
That's the
like,
one we
this
drank?
last-
No, we aren't. We drank Jubilee.
It's gone.
Yeah, where's the puddle water?
Did they take it in the other room?
Maybe.
Dude, if anything, Al
You
took
took the
it. He
puddle
gets like
drink.
that.
You
Did
guys
take
got.
the- did
You
take
guys got the
electric
other
melon?
mad dog over there?
Okay,
What?
that's super suspicious.
The
Yeah.
missing mad dog.
Oh fuck! No, dude, my bad. I took it
Oh,
up
it's down
earlier.
here.
My bad.
Yeah,
That's
let
actually
me get another
Warden's
sip of that.
favorite. He was
God,
trying to take
fuck.
it home.
That shit is nasty.
It's in my backpack, dude.
It's
I'm
his favorite
sorry.
one.
No, actually, I pulled it down when we
Let's
were doing
try
the
it out.
roulette. I just
Oh.
realized.
Danny, if you guys want any drink, you guys want a mad dog? Mm-mm.
Tones are DD.
All right. All right.
Tone's driving my baby, my van.
Oh, Al got up. What do you want, dog?
Al's gonna drink.
Drink the Merc water.
Yo, Al, you got something to
You
say?
want the puddle water? Yeah, come on in.
Al,
dog.
why don't you
Al,
give
get
your
in
2
here,
cents
dude.
for
Come,
once,
come,
huh?
come sit with me.
Come sit with me.
Tell him about how you
It's
used to
actually
do
not that
the
bad.
little,
You look wasted and
bean
big
plants
bad.
or whatever.
Yeah, you do look tired,
Hey,
dog.
talking to the mic though.
Yeah.
Just say hi. Hi, I'm Ale.
Al used to wear a fedora and do these weird hand plants. We watched an old part of Al today, and it was actually more impressive than anything I've ever seen. I actually respect him more.
peaked.
He, except, aside from the fedora, that was a good part.
4 or 5 years ago.
No, that was something that should never ever happen again.
Nah, I think it was a joke, right?
What, the fedoras?
It was like sitting in my car. It was like my mom's or something, and we.
Whose was
we were
it?
in Pontiac skating, and I decided to throw on the fedora. And looking back at the footage, I'm like, "Holy shit! What was I doing wearing that?"
Imagine some really good clips
But-
just fucking useless because of the fedora. That's pretty much what it was.
And
Like,
just-
damn,
and-
this homie just fucking crooked
like, was-
Pontiac 14, but he's got a fucking
Dude,
fedora
Crookback
on.
Lipton.
Doesn't count.
Yeah,
Doesn't
definitely
check
not
it back.
crooking Pontiac 14. If you looked at the footage, you'd be like, maybe a little underwhelming. Because I definitely didn't crook Pontiac 14 in a fedora, because then maybe a fedora would be kind of cool.
That would actually be pretty dope.
Yeah. Those spots, man. Pontiac 5 and 14. What a shame.
You know, rails are gone.
Some of the best spots I've
R.I.P.
ever.
Rip.
Yeah.
Wow,
What do you think?
Pontiac. Man, a lot of things went down in Pontiac.
Fuck
It's
yeah.
dude, it's kind of fucked up. Like, how many like gnarly tricks have been done there?
Dude,
Not
yeah.
even
You know what I
just-
mean?
That's a
not even
blind
just
stare.
skating.
A lot of people don't talk about how that 14 is blind, though. You run up to it and you can't see it till the
Oh,
end
you
of it.
can't.
It's
No,
fucking
yeah,
terrifying.
you're right.
Never been there.
I mean, Dave.
Really?
Dave doing that big spin front board
On a
Dude,
snow skate
that's
is gnarly as
stupid,
fuck,
man.
dude.
Legendary.
Yeah.
It's so crazy. What, like three? Did you do it twice?
He
Three
did it more.
times?
Yeah. Everyone's already
first time he did
celebrating
it,
and he's
yeah.
running back up the stairs like, guess it's not good
Because there's
enough."
like the raw
Yeah.
cut. He's like, oh, hang on, one more, and everyone's like, what the fuck you
Yeah,
mean?
exactly. Oh, yeah, like Dom was on
It's
that
probably
sesh
like
too.
-2 out. He's wearing.
It was nighttime. We went back there at night to do it, and like we prepped it. He actually
Socks
tried it,
showing
I think
for a
earlier
low
in that
cut.
week or something. Or no, I filmed the line with him doing ollie over the 5-stair and then front boarding it, and he was saying like, I want to big spin front board it, and I'm like, yeah, I know you can do it, but
Right.
that's fucking terrifying.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, if he puts his mind to it, he's probably gonna fucking at least go for it.
Yeah.
And
Once
it
Dave
worked
gets
out.
into that mindset,
And he has that trick super well, and
Right.
I knew in his case, if he did try it, he'd probably do it.
Oh, yeah.
Worked out. That was fucked though. And then I mean, the Pontiac 5 is so fucking sick too. I mean, it's a bummer that one's gone, but a lot of good tricks on that too. Like
what
he front crooked it too.
Dude, I filmed Carell front blunt it, which
Dude,
is gnarly.
that is fucked.
Yeah.
I remember
Mhm.
I'm about to say I bought that video to see that front blunt.
All right.
Dave was like, I didn't really like know you guys at the time, and
Yeah.
and he's like, dude, this kid actually front blunts it, and I was like, so I bought that video. Was it wheel or
That one video.
that one video? Yeah, I
Yeah.
still have it.
Damn, that one's
With all like
old.
the internet
Yeah,
like
it's old.
play-ons, like Internet
Yeah.
Explorer and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I literally was like, dude, I need to see this fucking
It's
front
like when
blunt.
Vine came out.
God damn. Yes. Yeah, that's fucked though. Front blunt's crazy. I mean,
Yeah.
so much shit's been done on it. Feeble kickflip.
Yeah, so many fucking gnarly shit on there.
Yeah. Maybe I ask you guys a couple questions.
Yeah, what do you got? What
that
do you
never
got?
No, I was just saying maybe.
I don't know. We're about to turn
Yeah,
this
go
switch around.
You're filming right now, right?
Oh yeah, every year.
I know, of course. You're productive.
It's all I
with
do.
that.
It kind of pisses me off, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, if you ever thought about, is the 1 year video getting taxing? You've been doing them for a minute. A 1 year video is like, fuck. You got to make it a point to do it.
That's like
Yeah.
At least for
Wow.
us, like towards.
it is kind of gnarly because it's like I've done it so many every year since 2014.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So like to the point, when I was at the premiere, Francois' premiere, there's a couple people that were just like, "You got a video? You guys coming here?" And even you said it to me yesterday. Like, can we expect another video this year? I'm like, fuck. So like, especially like this time of year when it's like starting to get shitty out, and I only have like 2 months left to edit. I'm like,
looking at it like,
God
will
damn it,
Can
dude. But
work?
truth be told, as cliche as it sounds, like that's the reason I do it. This
Yeah.
premiere night. That shit's so much
Mhm.
fun, dude.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
There's
So much fun.
Truthfully.
It's funny how even like while you're filming a part, you're still thinking about that. I don't know. Maybe that's just me, but I think about like,
that's why I
okay, who's
do
gonna
it,
watch
yeah.
this?
I love getting
I
everyone
don't
to come
mean it.
in.
Yeah, I
like,
don't even want to say like narcissistically, but it's like that moment is so fucking fun.
Yeah, it's
that
fun.
you're already thinking of that moment.
Yeah,
and
oh, yeah.
everyone's like all the homies are coming out. That's like the proving ground. I don't
And
know.
I'm filming an HD part right now with Dan too.
Hell yeah,
which is
dude!
gonna-
Goddamn yeah.
Which is gonna blow minds.
Fuck yeah.
Dude, he's been doing some
Yeah, it's funny
Dude,
because like
some
he'll
dude
post
rips.
he'll post something on Instagram and like all the comments
some
will be
sorcery.
like, they'll be like, "What the fuck? That's crazy! You
Yeah.
did that!" And it's like
Well, he had a
warm
part in
up.
TCB.
Yeah,
That was
but
fucking
no,
awesome,
This new part's like
Dude,
way
hell yeah.
gnarlier.
Big fan.
Dude.
That's awesome.
What
Yeah,
about you,
he's-
Zach?
What about me?
You working on something?
He already said that.
I'm
Yeah,
just
he did.
I've just been filming like UP shit.
My bad.
I've been
Like, I think he was just
I've been
asking me
filling
the-
in this
you know,
filmer lately
yeah.
and filming for the UP homies, Upper Peninsula, and doing.
Okay.
But I'm not like
Hit me up sometime.
I miss it down here.
We can
So-
skate together.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I miss people filming
Dueweke, you got a
videos
clip
for
for
me.
my video yesterday. Yeah, where's your clip at?
Oh yeah,
dog?
me and Austin skated that big ledge.
I can
for
stick
2
Dude,
hours.
we all skated. I got a clip.
You guys
there.
were there for multiple. I don't know.
Wait, you
if
skated
guys-
that
how long you guys
yesterday
were there
too?
Before we
I
showed
kickflip
up.
no slid it.
We are leaking
Whatever.
footage language. I don't
Yeah,
know.
everyone skips my part anyway. So.
Not true. Okay, here's the thing. I watch parts based on not skill. It's about humans.
Okay.
I'm huge on that.
I'm kind of the
That's
same
chill.
way, to be honest.
People
Yeah.
ask me like, what is it today? I think Al was like, what gets you hyped to skate? And I was like, honestly, my favorite thing to watch is Midwest skating. I'm such
Yeah,
a fucking skate
same.
nerd. I want to
Well,
watch every Midwest skate.
because you relate to
It's
it.
true.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And whether it be Midwest skating or an actual friend, then it's just bonus points. If I'm watching
Yeah.
someone I know skate, I'm so fucking hyped.
I don't
'Cause
watch,
you
like, a
understand,
lot of-
their skill.
Internet parts,
No.
particularly. But like, I'll watch Preston's like verdict part all the fucking time.
Oh, for
Dude,
sure.
Preston's
Well, that's
verdict
funny.
part is
I
love that
hilarious.
one.
It gets
I
old.
love
God
that one.
damn, is that
Those
funny?
those skits are so good, dude.
Dude, at the premiere, I was actually like, I was laughing out loud.
Because like I used to literally
That's my
sit on
shit.
Thrasher and watch parts, but now I think it's just
It-
I'm so numb
we're
to
all,
it
yeah,
too.
we're all numb to it. Yeah.
It's
Get
not that I don't do
desensitized.
that. I watch those,
So
but
it's
in the end of the
like-
day, what I'm gonna watch to get hyped to skate or just like really get excited about is like if you guys make something, anything that's Midwest.
I think it impresses me more too when somebody I know doing it.
That's
than
what I'm saying.
someone I
100%.
completely will never meet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That too, even.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. If it were up to me, I'd never watch Shane O'Neill ever fucking skate again. I fucking hate watching that. I'll say it. Good skater. Probably the best in the world. I don't care.
My favorite
Yeah.
robot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah.
I agree.
Hell
That's
yeah,
fair.
man. Yeah, for sure.
That's what happens when you have a skate park in your back fucking yard.
I don't know that
Mhm.
shit. I don't care about it.
Should we chug some?
Yeah.
close it
Wait,
out?
wait.
Everyone
No.
pick
Do you
one?
think this might be an awful idea? What if we pass one of these around till it ends?
Which one?
One of the Mad Dogs.
We just
Blue
wait until
raspberry
that.
might
How
poop.
many minutes we got left on there?
I would vote
We
the
time
electric
lapse?
melon or
309?
the blue
Oh,
raspberry.
we got 3:09.
You only got 3 minutes left.
3 minutes.
We could do it in 3 minutes.
Oh, let's finish one.
Let's finish the puddle water. God.
Yeah, I agree.
Actually, this one tastes good.
I'm
Even though
down
it's
with
off
that.
color.
I really don't want to drink the red ones. I'm sorry.
I honestly don't fuck
I
with the
agree.
blue
Red
one.
ones are
I think
fucking bad,
Jubilee and
dude.
this were good, but like the blue one,
No, this
I
one's
just
actually
don't
fine.
like.
All right.
It's off
There's
color.
the
It's,
reason why
just,
the Jubilee's
it's off
gone.
pudding, but it's not bad.
The Jubilee went quick.
Let's just close
All
out
right,
this
I'm
card.
gonna
All right,
start it
close it
out.
out. Start out.
Yeah, go ahead, dude.
We're in agreement.
We can talk and stuff
Left
if we
is
want
law.
to, you know?
You got
I feel like Dueweke's got a lot on his mind.
230.
He's kind of like poking at me. What
Yeah, like
what
he's
should I
got
be
something
talking
to say.
about?
Go
it?
ahead and talk while Zach drinks.
Well,
He
okay,
thinks.
so pretty much when I'm at Warden, I was like, okay, this is the funniest motherfucker I ever met in my
I
life.
still,
Dude, you
I
are the
still-
funniest motherfucker ever.
I still claim that
No.
the funniest order of Kazoo is you, then Jay, and then I think it's a tie between Preston and Peter.
J Bald.
Jay Baldwin.
Yeah.
Peter and Preston are so goddamn funny
Yeah,
together.
funny
Together.
motherfuckers.
I-
Together.
Those dudes feeding off
Yeah.
each other.
They're
like,
A and B.
When I watched this
It's
Lucid drinking, I
fucked,
was like
dude.
in my car watching it, giggling out loud by
Yeah.
myself.
Yeah.
Those dudes are so funny.
But dude, Jay
nah,
fucking gets
I can't
it.
be put in there because even Dave is so funny. If
Dave
he wants
is
to be.
funny,
He actually
yeah.
gets.
Oh,
I don't know.
man.
And all you
True.
guys too. Zach makes me laugh every
True.
fucking day.
You Kazoo
so.
fuckers got.
I don't know.
you
I
got the-
can't.
I make you laugh with
I'm just
Comedians.
feeding
shit
off
that
them,
is only
dude.
funny to you though.
Like
It
the,
is.
The
That's
last,
not
the
funny to
last time we
anyone
were, the last time we were in Kazoo, Dave was like hyped on gutters. Like, dude,
Did I
we were
follow?
looking
Makes
at
too much
gutters.
sense.
Did
Yeah.
I follow you on
gosh.
that? I mean, I literally made a gutter Instagram, and I just go around taking photos of fucking
Gutter.
gutters.
Gosh, dude, was it because he had that whole gutter incident with the city? Dude, he told me about that.
Yeah, he was
That
telling us
poor
about
guy.
Yeah, he was telling us about it, and then we're just like just driving around, like picking up.
Yeah.
Looking at gutters that
Yeah,
had
yeah,
not
yeah.
abided by the city law.
He's like,
Dude.
if
Yeah.
I honk 13 times, that means I see a half round gutter.
Yeah, and then he literally, no joke, did it and just pointed out his window, and we fucking found it.
Damn it.
We would get out of the
Jesus.
car and be like, "You see that half round?"
We got 1
He has
minute left.
terms.
So what do you?
All right,
We
we
gotta
got
finish
1
this.
minute.
We gotta
Everyone
finish
just
this up.
yeah, we gotta finish this off in a
Just go.
minute.
It's not gonna happen, dude.
When have I ever said to you that was that funny? Honestly.
Dude,
Well, it's all
even
super
you,
offensive.
even you
So
yesterday,
you might not
dude,
be
it's
able
like
to-
subtle shit with you because yesterday you were like
That's
you,
how I operate.
you went and stood on top of the ledge spot yesterday, and you're like, "You guys mind if I just chill here for a little bit?"
That was me looking at it, though. Yeah, I don't know.
How's he doing it?
Oh, there you go.
God,
Alright.
hell yes.
Hey,
that was
there he
easy.
is.
I think it's what we needed.
Yeah, that was so easy. We should probably do the blue raspberry too.
I don't know about that.
All right, we got 30 seconds left.
What
Appreciate
do you
you.
guys got work tomorrow or something?
Appreciate you, dudes.
Yeah. Thank
we got
you.
we got like 20 seconds
Cheers.
left.
Hey, people
on,
forget
man.
I'm also the biggest fan of the show. That sucks.
Dude, you are. I love you.
Yeah.
I come
Yes,
on here as a
sir.
fanboy.
I literally brought it back for you.
Thank
I'm
you.
so happy that you guys got all the Mad Dog.
Dude, yeah, thank you
you
guys
so
for that.
much for
Thank you
that.
guys for having us.
Oh yeah, dog.
You guys are really great.
Cheers.
Awesome.
All right.
Yeah, boys.